Should be in for a great night of entertainment here at Lord's. We've got Ishigur and Simon Dool here in the pod. We're supposed to have Andre Russell, but as you can see by the empty chair, he hasn't quite made it yet. We'll get him in the end. But what we do have is the World T20 champions.
Brathwaite is on strike. Oh, heaved into the leg side. Oh, big shot. Huge shot. Where's he gone? It ain't finished yet, boys. 7 from 4. Stokes to come again. Oh, it's high in the air again. 3 sixes. Brathwaite. Breathtaking. Carlos Brathwaite! Carlos Brathwaite! Remember the name! History for the West Indies!
What a night for Windies cricket in Kolkata. That victory lifted the people of the Caribbean, and hopefully today at Lord's more of the same. West Indies players and the rest of the world players are here to help raise money after 2 massive hurricanes, Irma and Maria, struck the region last year. So all the players are here donating their time and their talent to help raise some good money for a good cause. The World 11 will be captained by Shahid Afridi. Rashid Khan, one of the stars of the IPL, is here also, and another leggy, young Sandeep from Nepal, will get a game. Tamim Iqbal to open the batting, and England's representation, one of them, will be Sam Billings. Toss is ready though, Mel Jones.
Wonderful news from out in the middle. I can see blue skies, so we'll get things straight underway with the coin toss. I'm with the captains, Carlos Brathwaite and Shahid Afridi, and of course match referee in Chris Broad. Shahid, you've got the coin. Heads is the call.
It is a tail.
Tails it is. They're having a quick discussion about things here. What have we decided?
Yeah, we want to ball first.
Why is that?
I think if you look at the weather, it's look like a little bit overcast, so we give them a chance.
I like it. You've played in all formats, 500 plus internationals. You're now in a change room with 8 different nationalities. What's the vibe like?
I think, well, first of all, I want to say it's an honor for me to be a part of this game for a noble cause, and I think leading a world star as well. And I think it's we are professional cricketers. We know how to adjust ourselves, and they all are very keen and very focused to play this game.
Okay, they're keen. They're talent galore. Who are you looking forward to captaining the most?
I think if you look at the West Indies side, they are the world champion, and I think they're playing against the world best players. So it will be a good game. It will be a good cricket, and that's why we are here.
We know that Nasser Hussain's going to be out on the field as well. Can you outrun him? Because you've had a bit of an injury.
Oh, yeah, I'm carrying an injury from last 2 months after PSL. I didn't bowl, I didn't bat, and now let's see how things going on. But I will try my level best to do well.
I'm sure you will. All the best today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Carlos, your thoughts on the toss?
I think we're batting first, aren't we? Yeah, so one of the better tosses, you lose and you still get to do what you want to do, so brilliant.
Look, we know that cricket in the West Indies has been an integral part of the history. Rebuilding these grounds is a lot more than just bricks and mortar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, as players, we have a big platform, and to be able to use it for such a worthy cause, you know, thanks for the guys for coming here. Some of us just off the IPL, some guys were in strict regimes back home preparing for our summer season. So for the guys to give the time and, you know, be able to share, you know, our experiences, you know, our skill sets basically at the home of cricket for a worthy cause is most important. Hopefully we can raise some funds to get the stadium back up.
In terms of preparation, you're coming up against the World 11, not your usual nation. Has that changed anything at all?
Not really. System and setup. So yeah, the guys are just buzzing to be back. And you know, we're looking forward to playing at the home of cricket, first time for many of us, and then taking on a World Star 11.
Go, all the best tonight. Everyone is buzzing here today.
Thank you.
There you have it. The West Indies have lost the toss today. They're going to be batting first.
Thanks, Mel. It all seems pretty relaxed out there, doesn't it? It is a full 2020 international. We should make that point, but it's a bit of fun as well for a very worthy cause.
Yeah, and I think that both captains acknowledged that, didn't they? They said it is a great cause. We're all here for the same reason tonight, aren't we? And let's hope they can put on a show. And I think the weather's played its part, as Mel said, which is a great start to proceedings. Because since I've been here on Monday, apart from Monday, the rest of it's been pretty average.
Well, the question from Mel was a good one in terms of it's not West Indies against another nation; it's West Indies against the rest of the world. well. But as Carlos said, they're so used to now playing franchise cricket. They play against these guys in different formats, in different guises all the time.
Well, you just look at Andre Russell. He's playing against his captain.
Well, I'd like to look at Andre Russell. He was supposed to be here, but he's not.
He will turn up eventually. Playing against his captain, Dinesh Karthik, from the Calcutta Knight Riders. But yeah, it's just another opportunity for these guys to show what they can do, but for a good cause, like you say, over 170,000 people that were affected in the Caribbean, 40,000 of those kids, and it's going to take a lot of money to rebuild and regenerate the affected areas. I think it was something like $5 billion US, and you can just see so many worlds were turned upside down after the devastation, and the aftermath of it as well was just a case of everyone kind of just trying to pull together, and that's what today's all about.
Well, Irma and Maria certainly did their damage, as these shots are showing. I understand, I was talking to Mike Selvey, who was at the dinner last night. He's match managing here today, saying Irma was the one with all the wind, Maria mainly with the rain. But Irma, that the winds were like 200 plus miles an hour, and he was saying, someone was saying to him last night, that is enough to drive a pebble through your head.
Yeah, and
I mean, that's what we're dealing with.
I don't think anybody has any comprehension of how bad it is unless you're on the ground, and you hear these guys talk about it. It's affected families and friends of a lot of these players, people they know, people they've known for years, and unless you're on the ground, you don't really get the full devastation of it. So it's nice to be here and just be able to do a little bit of something in a small way to try and help. skysports.tv/hurricane if you'd like to help get involved and give us some money if you would. That would be very generous of you. Right, we can confirm the teams now. The rest of the world have won the toss and they're going to bowl. Who are you looking forward to in the... Let's start with the rest of the world, the ICC 11.
Shahid Afridi is very much backing himself and his team, saying it's the best of the rest of the world. He's obviously leading the side, and he's like the Benjamin Button of world cricket, isn't he? He just keeps getting younger. We saw him score 100 in the Blast last year, and looking forward to seeing him get out there. Luke Ronke as well has been fantastic in the PSL. We've got so many names, Rashid Khan and Sandeep Lamachane, who've been excellent in the IPL, and the West Indies as well. It's that man at the top of the list, isn't it?
We'll come on to the West Indies in just a minute, but your man Ronke's got a challenge tonight with those leggies, because this is a dry pitch. This is the Test match pitch. This is about 12 days old, this strip, I reckon.
It looked to me like they've soaked it a little bit. It looks like it might be a bit sticky as well. So Ronke keeping to Lamachane, to Rashid Khan, to Shahid Afridi if he's fit enough to bowl. And, he's had a great PSL, Luke Ronke. He was a leading run scorer in the PSL this year with the bat, opening the batting. He played for the winning side, or the winning franchise over there. Keeps wickets. Hasn't kept a lot to the leggies, the quality leggies, so I think you'll be looking forward to it tonight. I expected Dinesh Karthik too, but hey, they've given it to Ronke.
And Big Gale to open up.
Yeah, and he's evergreen as well. He's scored 100 in the...
You're not moving quite as well.
No,
You were in the IPL.
He was actually running between the wickets at the IPL, wasn't he?
He did actually. He took off for a couple of quick singles.
OK, well, we're going to try something a little different today with our coverage. Rob Key has more.
Now, if you just move back a little bit, you will see I am at about cover point, where in about 2003 against South Africa and Graham Smith, someone called Nasser Hussain just dropped, a sitter, and then Graham Smith went on to get 240. And Nasser today, you are what? Well, roving reporter?
Yeah. On the field with the players, and I'm really pleased that Chris Gale is batting first. So they got a 50-year-old with dodgy eyes. As you say, a long time ago, I couldn't field. Now, as a 50-year-old, they've got me out on the field interviewing people and also trying to get a sense of the pace of the game, how hard they hit the ball. Maybe grab a word with a few of the bowlers. What are their plans? What are they thinking about? Just try something different. Luckily, both of the sides have agreed to it. Hopefully, someone will speak to me while I'm out there. But hopefully the ball stays away from me as well.
What is the one thing that you hope to be able to show the audience back at home that we normally can't when they're watching on TV?
Well, I played in a benefit game for Alistair Cook 2 years ago at Chelmsford, and Ravi Bopara came out to bat. Now, he's not the biggest hitter of the ball compared to Andre Russell and Chris Gale, but I was at short extra cover, walking in like I used to, and Ravi just sort of stroked it straight past me, and it went for 4. So I'm just trying to show people maybe how hard they hit the ball nowadays compared to years gone by.
Can you promise me, though, that when that ball goes out there, maybe not going for 4, you will try and out-sprint the fielder to get there?
If it's Chris Gale.
So you reckon you got Chris Gale covered?
Sam Billings, no. Definitely not.
All right, let's do a little role play, though. So here I am. I'm at, cover point. I'll probably be backward point more. We'll come this way. I'm Sam Billings, good fielder. He's here getting ready like this. He's got Nasser saying, I'm Sam Billings. What are you going to do?
I'm going to have a chat with him, aren't I?
Not interested, Sam. Not interested.
Two things that strike me there. One, we don't need any ultra close-ups of Rob Key, that is for sure. Two, the irony of Nasser Hussain being chosen to go and interview players whilst they're plying their trade is not lost, surely, on anyone. Can you imagine interviewing Nasser Hussain? Oh, he just got out, or drop one, a backward point. Hey?
Well, he'll be able to relate to them, won't he? So, yeah, I can't wait to see him in action. And we've got to give him some stick, haven't we, surely?
And the good thing was the opposition always had plenty of things to say to Nasser, so he might be all right with the players out there.
After the break, we will be hearing from two very talented young leg spinners and hopefully and finally get Dre Russ in the pod.
Windies cricket. Sandals Resorts.
The rest of the world have won the toss, and Windies will bat here at the home of cricket in this hurricane relief game. Team photo happening at the moment. Hopefully, once they're done, we can get a word with Andre Russell here in the pod. But somewhere in there is Dinesh Karthik, who had an excellent IPL. He's here to play. He's giving his services up for free, and he will be here later in the summer along with the rest of India.
King Kohli reigns supreme.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
That's a Kohli special.
This is batting of the highest quality.
I was a naughty child, without any doubt. I don't know how my parents were so patient.
There are stories on this Maidan where there's been an appeal on this ground and the umpire on that ground has given the batsman out having heard an appeal.
You're only good at this. No, not particularly, but...
You're good at everything. People tell me you're good at everything.
Yeah, that's some good propaganda.
I reckon 75% of the time, the mental battle is not with the guy at the other end, it's with yourself.
Lots to look forward to in our coverage of India's tour of this country. You could argue that is probably the main event of the international summer. However, Joe Root won't be seeing that tomorrow because England need to win that test to level the series. Will Ben Stokes be fit? Will Sam Curran make his test debut? Join David Gower and the team from 10 o'clock tomorrow on our cricket channel. But it's time now to hear from two very talented young leg spinners with a brilliant story to tell. They spoke earlier with Rob Key.
I'm with two of the stars of world cricket, world leg spin as well in particular. One of them from Nepal, Sandeep Lemon-Charlie, and also Rashid Khan from Afghanistan. Rashid, just the most fascinating thing I find about both of you two guys is when did you start bowling leg spin?
Actually, I was bowling a leg spin since childhood. You know, my older brothers, they are very good while in bowling leg spin. And since that, you know, while bowling with them in the home and playing in the streets, so I think it was started from that, and while watching Shahid Afridi and Anil Kumble, so these were my two ideals, and I was watching their bowling. So you know, it started from there, and then just kept it on.
So what's it like being in a dressing room with Shahid Afridi, because he's your captain today?
Yeah, it has been so great to see him, to be with him in the pavilion, and he's leading the team. So it's just like a dream, you know, feel quite happy, and hopefully we'll have a good time inside the pavilion.
Sandy, what about you? When did it start for you back in Nepal?
Yeah, truly, I'm very thankful to everyone. I'm here, and I started my leg spin bowling from childhood. My dad and my brother, they used to watch cricket in TV, and I also followed them. And I love to watch Shane Warne and Anil Kumble and likes of every bowler. And still, I'm following him as well, following his path as well, and the way he changed the meaning of leg spin as well. And yeah.
So did you watch a lot of Test cricket back on TV then?
Yeah, I used to watch Test cricket as well.
And what about the IPL, Rashid Khan? You had an unbelievable time with the Sunrisers, just lost out in the final. How was that for an experience?
Yeah, exactly. The IPL was amazing, you know, this year compared to last year. Last year was a little bit easy for me. First time no one was used to with me, and I can get over them easily. But this year was a little bit tough and challenge for me, that how to bowl against them again. And they all were used to with me last year. So compared to last year, this year wicket were also not good, as good for the spinners as it was, and very flat wickets. But this was a tough challenge for me to perform with, and quite happy with the performance throughout the tournament. And unlucky to be a the best thing was every match was very close, and we got lots of things to learn from that, and was the best IPL I have ever seen.
Yeah, you bowled brilliantly. You actually made the wickets look like they were going all over the place as well as you bowled. What about you? Played 3 games as well. Delhi didn't do that well, but yeah, I saw your economy was less than 7 and over in the 3 games you played. You must have been so pleased with how you bowled in that competition.
Yeah, always. If you perform well for the team, and you always feels good. And yeah, played 3 matches, and it was a good experience for me inside the field and outside the field as well. And I'm thankful to everyone who got me selected over there and gave me a chance to play.
You both played at Lord's before, but what does it mean to play a game here at this ground?
It's home of cricket, so playing here is always a big pleasure and honor to play in such a beautiful venue, in this beautiful ground. So I think last time we played against MCC was a good experience here. So hopefully we'll make this a good match, and it was a big dream to play here. So hopefully in upcoming future we'll play Test cricket here. So it's a beautiful venue. It's a dream of every player to play in this venue. So feel quite pleased and happy to be here and representing World 11.
How are you going to get out the universe boss if you bowl at him, Chris Gow? What you got? A couple of googlies for him?
Yeah, I would like to stick on my line and length.
Just keep it simple. That's about the best thing. So we have a brilliant game in store, and we have 2 of the best in the business playing as well.
Great to see him here. Great to hear from him. I mean, 2 fantastic characters, 2 fantastic stories, isn't it?
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, Rashid Khan, we've sort of heard a lot about, but Sandeep Lemon-Charlie, I think, just keep an eye out for him throughout the next couple of years with Nepal. continue. He'll go back to Australia. I think he'll be part of a big bash side in Australia. Expect to see him maybe line up in the 2020 competition here, or in the 100 ball competition, I should say, not the 2020.
Dre Russ, how are you, man? We're just going to stick a headset on you. Thank you for making it. I know you had to have a team photo. Good to see you. Is it good to be here? Watch out, he's just going to pop your thing. We won't be able to hear you yet. Just hold on. Yeah, now go. All good? All good? All good to be here?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to hear you guys in this.
Yeah,
right?
you're here.
I'm not really hearing you guys. That's all right.
Yeah, take one out of your ear if you don't want. That's it. Yeah, there you go. I mean, a good cause, really good cause that all the players are giving their time up for today.
Yeah, of course. You know, to all the islands that got affected in the hurricane, I hope that they can, you know, at least get a lot of support from this game, and I really appreciate all the guys who make themselves available. You know, some fresh from IPL, some take the time out from their busy schedule. So we just appreciate everything, and I hope that these guys can get on their feet as quick as possible.
I mean, it didn't affect all of the islands, didn't affect your island, but I'm sure you would have spoken to people who have been affected. I mean, complete life-changing experience.
Yeah, of course. You know, we got struck by a hurricane before in Jamaica, and I have experience. I know what it's like. No running water, you know, no electricity, and all of these things. And you know, to be living in completely dark, it's not fun for no one. So I hope that these guys can get all these resources as soon as possible.
Can you just give us an insight into what will be done to help over there with the money that's raised today?
I've been hearing about like mainly the cricket stadiums, but I think, you know, the cricket will always be here. I just think if these money or whatever they are, you know, gathering, it can go to actually helping people to get back on their feet, because we have a lot of cricket grounds in the Caribbean. So if cricket can't be played in these countries or these islands for a time, that is fine. But just to get back people, you know, medication and all these things, fresh running water, and as I said before, electricity, a lot of food and all these things. So that would be the main cause for me.
You got a dinner last night and match today. How the spirits and the boys? Are they looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, actually, it's a good feeling to be back in this colour as well. You know, when I
the purple of KKR is not too far away, mate. It's, you know, it's similar, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know, this is a bit more special. You know, this badge, I haven't worn it for the last couple of years, and you know, I'm really looking forward to going out there, smashing some big ones, and at least, you know, everyone that come and support us, you know, make sure that they have a good day.
It is an exhibition match, a charity match, but it's an international T20. Are the players very aware of that? Is this going to be all out, full guns blazing?
Yeah, I think anyone would want to add some runs or some wickets to the international column. So I'm looking forward to that. I didn't know until last night. So I was like, really? And I didn't take my match bats, I didn't take my guns.
You come underprepared then. Whose bats are you going to use?
What are you going to use?
No, actually, I work with two, but, you know, my sponsor's been very good to me. It doesn't matter what bat I take up and use. It's all about the muscles. It's all about the guns.
How's the body feeling, mate, after the IPL?
Yeah, it's feeling good. Feeling good. I went there with a sore army, and, you know, give God thanks to, you know, actually go right through the season. No injury. And
across the ground. We've got Nasser Hussain out there commentating and reporting. Will you try and give him a race and just show us how slow he is and how fast you are across the outfield? There he is.
Problem.
In his jeans.
I'll maybe give him a little lead as well.
Okay, we'll look forward to that. Good to see you.
10-second lead.
Okay, live action coming next as Lords is starting to fill up. Rest of the world have won the toss. It's Windies to bat first. A momentous game here at Lord's today, raising money for the victims of the hurricane. What better man to ring the bell than the great Sir Vivian Richards. Rest of the world have won the toss. It is Windies to bat first. If you want to help us, donate at skysports.tv/hurricane. Some of the best players in the world are ready to do battle. Mel Jones is with Rob Key.
Strap yourselves in and get ready for what could be an excellent game of international T20 cricket. There he is, Shahid Afridi, captaining the rest of the world team. Instead of Morgan, who broke his finger, the guard of honour starts there. The rest of the world are waiting. Shahid Afridi won the toss and chose to field. A big cheer from this Lord's crowd. There's about 13,000 in. There's still plenty more seats. If you're in London, get yourselves down. You can see some of the stars of the IPL, the stars of world cricket. And there is one of them. Rest of the world team: Tamim Iqbal, Luke Ronchi, Sam Billings, Dinesh Karthik, Shoaib Malik, Shahid Afridi, Tisara Pereira, Rashid Khan, the leg spinner who lit up the IPL for the Sunrisers, Mitchell McClenaghan, Sandeep Lamin Shaney, young leg spinner from Nepal, Tamal Mills. Should be a great game, Mel Jones.
So looking forward to it. Coin toss. A man who has played so much international cricket still had this youthful boy kind of buzz around him, which is lovely to see in Shahid Afridi. Speaking of superstars of international cricket, Chris Gale is about to lead out onto Lord's to open up the batting for the Windies. And look, there's a buzz around the ground anyway. Yes, it's a charity game, but it is still an international fixture as well. So all these players will be wanting to make sure that, yes, they want to entertain, but most of all, they want to win this match.
Yeah, we all want to see a lot of runs, a lot of wickets, but we want to see Chris Gale smash a few out of the park. The universe boss, what will Shahid Afridi have in store for him? We also have our roving reporter out there, Nasser Hussain. Where is he? I've lost him. Could be anywhere. Where are you, Nasser? I think he's around by the wicket-keeper. He's waving his arms at the moment. There he is.
Slip cordon. You want to go first or second?
Oh, third.
Third. Okay. Good luck.
Well, there he is. Nasser will be out on the field throughout the game. He's got a camera on his hat. He's got a microphone. He's got a chance to give us a bit more than what we normally see when we're watching cricket back at home. Nasser will be going around speaking to all the players, finding out what they're thinking, what the captain's looking to do. Mitchell McClenaghan, the opening bowler from New Zealand. Left arm, fast medium. It's a used pitch. It's the test match surface. So happy days if you've got three leg spinners in your team, which the rest of the world side have. There's a slip corner. Nasser with his notes. He's already dropped something. Stand there, watch the ball.
We'll be calling him Teflon because nothing's sticking at the moment. It's not a good start, Nas.
Why does he need notes? What is he hoping to
Maybe
do?
he's got the fielding positions on there.
We don't want stats, surely. Anyway, we are nearly ready. Rob Bailey gets us underway. Oh, just as the crowd were building. What that was, Chris Gale didn't pull away, I don't think.
Maybe he looked up and saw Nasser just settling himself between the wicketkeeper and first slip and went, hang on a minute. Been in good form, Mitch McClenaghan. Part of the reason why the Mumbai Indians had that late surge, trying to get themselves into the IPL finals of late.
Oh, starts falling straight. Shahid Afridi is struggling with an injury. I reckon Nasser's got him covered at the moment. The way he went down to try and get that ball.
Well, he said he hasn't played too much since the PSL. He was with the Karachi Kings this year. Got enough cricket nous and smarts just to position himself in a position where hopefully the ball doesn't go too many times.
Real star of the future as well. Well, star now, Evan Lewis played for the Mumbai Indians early on in his white ball career for the Windies, but he's a very elegant left-hander. Saw him playing here in England last year when the Windies were last on tour. He and Chris Gale were a formidable opening partnership. What about the pace so far, Nasser? Nasser, you there? What do you think of the pace so far? Any different from you?
No, it's a bit slow, Rob, to be honest. One thing I've worked out, Luke Ronke's come up to me and said, be careful of the wobble. It wobbles here, so if he misses it, I'm wearing one. Sam Billings has come in and said, what am I doing at slip? I don't know if you're talking about him or me, and Shade Afridi's not moving particularly well. That's what I've got so far from the middle. I'll be back to you, Rob.
Oh, shot. Well, we're underway with a lovely shot through the covers.
And what a view we've got here from the pod as well. First time I've been down ground level to commentate, and it's completely different, but what you get is a wonderful understanding of being close to the pace of the game, the noise of the crowd already, and also the placement there from Evan Lewis.
He has a T20 international strike rate of 155, Evan Lewis. That is very, very good. Anything over 150. Better length. It'd be a slow pitch, this. It's what, 4 days old? The test match lasted, what, 4 days? So
3.5, come on.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of movement. Got to pitch it up. Get it up there. That's what they say. But mind you, when he pitched it up, Evan Lewis smashed it through the covers.
A little bit of nerves on that balcony. Yes, it's an international match, but these guys are just so pumped to be able to be out here today, raising some really important funds for West Indian cricket.
Shahid Afridi doesn't move, but it doesn't matter. 4 more.
Well, two of these players will know each other exceptionally well, both at the Mumbai Indians this year for the Indian Premier League. Lewis starts on that leg line just outside. You can just see him shimmying across the stumps a little bit. Flanagan just gets his line wrong on that occasion, and there's going to be no chasing down of boundaries from Shahid Afridi today.
Actually, Billings has gone out of slip. Nasser has remained. So if he gets a nick, get ready there, Nasser.
You think he'll just slot back into playing days, hand out?
Well, he's actually standing in the slip position. He's not. He's getting ready as if he's going to take a catch. There he is. Oh, well, that has gone up in the air. Deep square leg's having a look. Afridi's having a look. It just leading edge. Kartik does the fielding. Well, it's a pretty good start, that, for the Windies and Evan Lewis. 11 for none.
Line wrong again. That's a freebie there for Evan Lewis. He'll be disappointed he didn't get more on it. That is the deepest pocket here at Lord's. It's a real sharp turn. And it gave enough time there for Dinesh Kartik to be running around the ground at the moment. No gloves on. A new role for him.
Jamal Mills, who has real pace. This will be a good opportunity for him. He doesn't play a lot of cricket these days, just has to find his way in. Ready to play in the blast for Sussex. The last time I reckon he played against Chris Gale, or one of the last times, was a couple of years ago, where he bowled the speed of light, well, not the speed of light, he bowled about 92 mile an hour at this man who just got off a plane and was playing his first game for Somerset of the year. Jamal Mills was absolutely rapid on that day. Swing and a miss.
I think he's probably got one of the biggest changes of pace in international cricket. Yes, he bowls a quick ball. He's also got a wonderful slower ball.
Who have you got, Nasser?
Rob, I'm with Mitch here, Mitch McGlennigan. What did you make of this pitch after just 1 over? What are your thoughts?
Slow, yeah, like it's been on the covers for the last couple of days, so it's going to stick. It's going to be good for Rash and Lucky a bit later on.
Lots of cutters?
Yeah, I dare say so, but these guys hit through the line so well, so hopefully they hit one straight up.
Have you passed that on to Tamal, or do you keep that to yourself?
Oh, again, just a hint of movement.
Yeah, good movement off the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a slow surface, McClenaghan just said. Junior Lords, the live grass that you get on the first day of a test match, it just kisses off the surface and then gets slower throughout the game. So that's what's going to be expected, probably to go what. That one short wide, doesn't beat backward point. Decent bit of fielding from Rashid Khan. He's already in the game.
He is absolutely brilliant to watch. He had a magnificent game in which he got the Sunrisers into the IPL final. Runs, wickets, 2 catches and a run out. One of the most exciting players going around world cricket.
I was at the IPL for a couple of weeks. I couldn't believe how fast he bowled. He's a leg spinner. Really, if you're here at Lords, you'll get an idea of just how quick he is. TV sometimes doesn't do it justice. Hopefully we get NASA somewhere just to be able to show the pace that Rashid Khan bowls his leg spin. Gale just hanging on that back foot. Mills went full.
I think that's what a lot of the players around world cricket say at the moment. I had a chat to Martin Guptill during the Caribbean Premier League, who was captaining him at the Guyana Warriors, and he said you can pick him, but it's the pace of the delivery which makes it so difficult then to adjust your shot to his length, and whether or not it's the wrong one or the googly.
If you think back of the hand, slower ball. Looks like he's got a cross seamer ready at the moment. No, swing and a miss again from Chris Gale. If he gets hold of one, it's going to go a long way.
If he gets hold of it this end, I'm glad we're in the pod, not up in the media box at the moment, because that is exactly where he is aiming. Yeah, cross seam again. He hit some of the biggest sixes over the last 6 months.
Down at Cow Corner with all his mates at the moment, Nasser. He's almost as far away as some of the crowd. Oh, good finish from Tamar Mills. Only the 3rd maiden of a T20 career. Very good, 11 for 9.
Yeah, brilliant start from Mills. A reminder, if you've just joined us for the Hurricane Relief T20 Challenge, the Windies team being led by Carlos Brathwaite, Gale, Lewis, Fletcher, Samuels, Brandon, Russell, Hemo, Paul, Nurse, Badri and Kesrick Williams rounding out the Windies team. And then for the World 11, star-studded team, 8 different nationalities in that side. Shahid Afridi is the captain after the late withdrawal of Owen Morgan due to a fractured finger.
Oh, we got a change of bowling already. Shoaib Malik. 2 left-handers, so it probably makes sense an off-spinner into the attack. There's a bit of turn in this surface. There's a few footmarks for him to aim at.
Yeah, and there for the coin toss, and you could just see the wear and tear from that 3.5 days of the test match. We'll be trying to utilise a little bit of that.
Taking half a day off every time you mention it with the cricket.
Sorry, it's the Australian in me. I think so many people around the world have been enthralled the way in which this guy goes about his batting. You've got to remember as well, very capable with ball in hand with his right arm off spinners.
Oh, that is pushed through. That's right where Nasser Hussain is. But it doesn't matter. It goes over his head into the 2nd tier.
And for me, what this says, and you can see the crowd thoroughly enjoying it, is that you've got a couple of balls in T20 cricket just to assess things. Lewis played back off the first one defensively. Off the second one, though, he got the length he wanted to and just went boom. Thank you very much.
Well, this is Nasser's view. camera that he's got on his hat. Not a bad ball follow, Nasser.
Has he ever fielded on the boundary before, do you think?
He said that he was at cover point towards the end of his career, but generally he was in the circle having a go at us. What was that like, Nasser?
Well, it went a long way over my head, Rob. I'm more worried about the abuse I'm getting from these fans here. Nasser is saying, good cricketer. Thank you. Back to you, Rob.
He'd just be doing that for the rest of the game.
He's not going to move from that position, I think. Just be loitering.
Just sort of push through, really. Bit of a floater as much as anything else. Not really a change-up. See if that comes out of his hand.
Again, you can just see with the World 11 team, this is a group that's come together for a fantastic cause, but they've never played together. You can just see some little miscommunications about whether or not people throw at the stumps, have a shy into the wicket-keeper.
That is an excellent shot. Doesn't matter what form you're playing, what type of game it is. That is brilliant batting.
And this is why Evan Lewis is so important to the T20 format for whatever team he's playing with. First 6 was to the onside. On this occasion, he gives himself space, keeps his shape, most importantly. You can still see how balanced he is on contact. And 2 sixes in the over already.
Such a lovely flow of the bat. Just the flourish at the end. Half the size of Chris Gale, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, pressure on Shoaib Malik now.
Oh, everyone on the offside, bar long off, is right on the circle.
Yeah, he's lucky to get away with that one as well. We talked about how slow this pitch is. It just sat there waiting for Evan Lewis.
And again, but they're all back on those discs, as you can see. Good over, though, not a good bowling change. 12 from it, 23 for now.
He was slightly disappointed there, Evan Lewis, that he couldn't find the placement. Yes, he got the 2 sixes in the over. But trying to hit through the field, he found the fielders on numerous occasions. No, is there a better spot to be sitting in world cricket, up on the balcony?
Andy Flower, the coach of the rest of the world team. James Foster as well. Rashid. Plenty of spin in the rest of the world. Rashid just made the trip down. Doesn't get a game today. Oh, did well. Nutmeg.
Absolutely nutmegged in there.
Yeah, you don't see that too often in T20 cricket.
Are you going to have pace on or pace off?
Can he hear you?
I think it's going around on the speaker, actually. Let's bluff him.
Pace off.
That means pace on, Chris.
Again, Chris Gale cannot find anything from Tamal Mills at the moment. He's very much got the better of him. The problem we had there was that Nasser's mic was going to the whole ground, which meant that not only could the crowd hear what Tamal Mills was going to say he was going to do, but so could Chris Gale. Mind you, I reckon that would be worse. Last thing you want to hear, someone like Tamal Mills, is what he's going to do, and you start thinking, then he does the opposite. There is that slow ball a really good weapon for Tamal Mills. Back of the hand, slower ball.
Yeah, there's one thing knowing that he bowls it, the other thing is picking it and then being able to get down on it as quickly as possible, as Chris Gale does here. They were teammates at RCB a couple of years ago. Chris Gale would have seen a number of these deliveries. But also you've got to try and figure out a way of scoring off them.
Absolutely, you make a good point, because it's quite a big game for Tamal Mills there. Missed out on the IPL selection this year, so it doesn't hurt. In a big game like this, you give yourself an opportunity back in the shot window. Again, follows him this time.
Yeah, got the grill as well. Chris Gale just adjusting things, giving the thumbs up, I think, to Evan Lewis. Slower ball followed by the quick bouncer off the blade onto the grill. Good competition out in the middle.
Just get the feeling this isn't what you want to have to do. If you're Chris Gale, the last thing you want is Tamal Mills. What's he around? Well, 84 mile an hour, that says. I reckon he was a bit quicker than that. Certainly would have felt like that as well. Then you have the real change of pace. You've got to be on it. You can't just take him lightly at any stretch.
Chris, what happened there?
A bit of top edge there, mate.
Where did it hit you?
Just the grill, just the grill. I'm okay though, I'm okay. Yeah.
You're not too stressed?
No, it's a charity game. You can't be stressing in a charity game. Yeah, I'm good. I hit the grill, didn't hit me.
Okay, you good? How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm good. We can carry on, don't worry. I'm okay, man.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
New helmet?
No. All good.
You sure?
Trust me,
You're
man.
the
I'm
boss,
good, man. No worries, sir.
Should be a new helmet. Okay.
No. Touch a girl, didn't broke anything.
No matter if it broke anything. New helmet. Let me send you a new helmet.
All good. Let's go.
Keep eye on the ball, please.
Yeah.
Well done, that's a brilliant interview. That was excellent. Nasser was just standing there like a complete third wheel.
Love the words of wisdom from Shahid Afridi as well. Just keep you on the ball, please. And very polite as well.
He's a relaxed man, Chris Gale, that is for sure. He's in a real contest, though. Might be a charity game. Tamal Mills is flying in. Slow ball again. Chris Gale. Oh, he's off the mark. He gives a big salute to the crowd.
And the crowd loves it as well. First runs off Tamal Mills after 11 deliveries. Chris Gale finds himself up the other end, gives himself at least one delivery just to have a little bit of a breather. Yes, it's a charity game. Just got to make sure that health and safety, most importantly, is A-OK for the players. What I think we've noticed too from the two short balls that Mills has bowled is just slightly different in the bounce that's coming through and the pace as well.
That's hit on the splice, but I think he's got enough of it. He has. Just gets over mid-wicket. Tamal Mills has told an excellent couple of overs. 26 for now.
Dad?
Change of bowling, but more importantly, funds raised will go towards rebuilding of cricket grounds in the Caribbean. To donate to the Hurricane Relief Fund, please go to skysports.tv/hurricane. Wickets, economy 9.05. Well, the moment, it's probably a blessing he has Chris Gale in his sights, because Evan Lewis, 24 off 12 balls, Chris Gale 2 from 12. Not often you'd be saying that. Come on, Chris.
Didn't see a lot of that during the recent IPL. So a lot of big sixes from Chris Gale. Those hands need to get ready, sir. I think most of the players out here in the middle want to be peppering this crowd as much as possible. Huge thank you to all these people that have rocked up today. Yes, we talk about the importance of infrastructure, but it's more than just buildings. It's about community in the West Indies. It's such a big part of every island is cricket. We want to get it up and running as quickly as possible.
So quick onto anything, just a fraction short. That's why he's not quite got hold of that length, really. Just a lot of players. Chris Gale at times will be looking to come forward to that length. Lewis just hangs on that back foot. If you go a fraction fuller, then he's so quick onto the front stool.
I think what's going through his mind at the moment is trying to get a sense of the different paces at either end here at Lord's. Like the outfit, fellas.
Well, he has got hold of that. There's someone out there. So just kicks it back in.
He's a magnet at the moment.
I have no idea. I was not looking into the crowd, to be honest. My left foot, I lost my left foot.
That is what we see here is Nasser's view. He was right down his throat. He could just have a go. What if it's going for 6? It's out the boundary. Oh, good shot. Short and wide.
Well, this is the danger for Pereira coming on when Mills has been bowling so very well the other end. Both Gale and Lewis will be looking to try and capitalise or make up for runs not scored, particularly if he gets it wrong. He's given width and length on this occasion. You've already said, Rob, he loves anything short. He gets into position very quickly. And he'll probably be saying, finally, I found a gap on the offside as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had to go up and over. He wanted to beat them so far, but that time, well, it's 78 mile an hour. You've got to be pretty straight. Even that might not be enough. 34 for 15. Lewis waiting on the back foot again.
Dinesh Karthik out patrolling the boundary line. So different to see him on the boundary, no gloves in hand, usually behind the stumps. Luke Ronke's got that job today. Love to see everyone rocking up today, but also supporting them. A lot of West Indian tops in the crowd. People having an absolute ball so far. Why wouldn't you be?
Nice piece of timing, good bit of fielding. 39 for none. We have here, Mel. You did a lot of the IPL. I reckon you got 3 of the best buys. Take out Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, someone like Rashid Khan, Andre Russell. Who else? Who would you choose out of all the players in this? You've got one pick. Who'd you have?
Put that on me. I love the way in which Andre Russell goes about the game. When he is on fire, he is a match winner with both bat, ball, plus the field. He's taken some of the most magnificent catches, saved runs. He is the complete all-round cricketer for mine.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. You get real value for money with him. He's in the heat of the game all the time. Takes the new ball, generally bowls real pace, bowls at the death, gun fielder as well. You always want him in the hot seat, and he's in that crucial position around 5 or 6 when 5 maybe a bit high, but when you need someone to win you a game, whether it's 12 and over or more, he's the one you send in. Mind you, this fella ain't bad, albeit Chris Gale at the moment is losing this battle to Tamal Mills.
Quite so exciting at the moment. What's he got?
Bottom of the bat, but that doesn't matter. finally he gets Mills away for a boundary.
He's got a lot of bottom hand. That's what he's got on that occasion. He's thinking slightly wrong there. He knew he was going to go hard at him early. And this as well, just years of experience here from Chris Gayle. Still deep in the crease. Knows that if he just clears the inner circle, field's still up, he'll find the boundary.
That's brought about a change in the field. It's like a long leg in, backward square leg. Oh, Slavol, toe of the bat again. Mid on, he's interested. Oh, just evades him.
Mitch McClenaghan did everything right. Good pace across the ground. Wanted the ball, most importantly. Sometimes when you see the ball skied like that with bowlers, batters running back on it, they're just not 100% sure. He always wanted it. Look at the eyes on the ball. Realised he needed to put in the dive. Yeah, it was a very good effort.
Yeah, more changes to the field. Third man up, long on, now in. Mitch from McClenaghan, who just missed that ball. Couldn't make that ball, has gone into long on. Followed him. Followed Mills.
And this is the tough thing for Chaya Afridi too. He comes in as captain of the World 11, has seen a lot of these players before, but hasn't been captain of them. He needs to now try and read and understand what's going through Tamal Mills's mind. Communication with Luke Ronke is going to be really important as the wicketkeeper to try and get as much information as possible so he can make the best decisions out in the middle. I think he'll just take it in his stride though.
Yeah, he doesn't look too phased at the moment. Didn't look too phased at the toss either. I reckon he's been fairly relaxed for this game. Just waited for that. Just waited for the slower ball.
Yeah, 50 comes up as well. And that's what got him into a great position, was the ability just to hold his shot. Opened up the front leg, tried to open up the field. Got that slightly slower delivery. 70 miles an hour. But now all of a sudden you're starting to get the sense his placement is coming into his game. 39 from 17, Lewis.
Quick ball. Really good comeback. Nasser's just behind the keeper, or just at first slip, really. Can you see what's coming when Tamal Mills is at the top of his mark?
No, absolutely not. Obviously, there's a massive change-up. What's noticeable about Mills is his pace. I mean, serious pace. And his change-up is very late. The only thing I'd say is about as a captaincy, and O'Shea's fairly relaxed, but he bowled him 2 overs because Chris Gayle was struggling. He went for that 3rd over. And just in this 3rd over, more importantly than me picking him, I think the batsmen have just started picking his quicker ball and slower ball.
Slow ball to finish the over. 51 for none.
6 overs gone. It's 51 for no wicket. That completes the power play.
Rob, I'll try and show you the view from slip. Obviously, that's a view that we've never had before in any kind of cricket, really. Full speed of Tamal Mills. And the keeper is so far back, and he's getting it to carry through. I mean, by far the quickest bowler on show by a country mile. I know Mitch McClenaghan was trying to use cutters, etc., but the speed of Tamal Mills is serious, and you are a long, long way back. And it just shows how good these guys are, that they're picking up the speed and the changes of pace.
That looked quick from here, actually. One of the first times you can really see the pace. Someone like Tamal Mills is quick. That looked quick, just like, well, not like what we showed you then. Just really see that ball fly through.
The other thing that tells you about the pace is you can actually hear the ball hitting Luke Ronke's gloves. There's a real thwack to it.
nonchalantly just leant on that down the ground. 40-20. Chris Gale, you just feel the power play is done. 6 overs went for 51, so you just feel that this is Chris Gale time now. All on for young and old. Field is set. Doesn't have Tamar Mills bowling at him either. Pereira, what was that one? Slow ball, 71 mile an hour. Ready on the leg side. Cover is in. But, oh, that is brilliant fielding. You can really see that from the angle that we're at. That ball was travelling, and McClenaghan has done excellent.
Outstanding. We saw an attempted catch in the last over by McClenaghan where he almost got hands to it. This is brilliant from the big quick. Good pace across the ground. Fantastic dive. Well and truly up for this match.
Oh, and just a bit of touch. More about power and elegance that time. Just smart batting and a bit of touch play.
It's an area that Evan Lewis likes to play the ball in. And when he's playing well, he just uses the pace. You can see on this occasion, doesn't try and overhit it at all. Most important thing at this ground, because he's hitting down the slope. The ball is always going to run well, is the placement, and he got that spot on. Slight adjustment in the field, short third, just being a little bit squarer.
Foot again. A couple of tweets in. Liz Ward, hi Rob, what's with Rigsby's cardie NASA is wearing? What was that? Rising Damp, if you remember that. Scott says NASA always ran away from a high catch. The pack that he has around his stomach does him no favours there, actually. Ian Ward says it's a good job I'm not doing it. I need the pack. How about in the game? Might be busy out there with that sort of line and length.
Might be busy, but I think they'll be pretty happy if it's just singles to Chris Gale at the moment. He's used up 19 deliveries for his 12. Thankfully at the other end though, Evan Lewis going along swimmingly. Strike rate of 200 plus, 45 from 22.
Oh, that sounded like the middle. It was the middle. That's gone a long way. 50 up for Evan Lewis. It has been a masterclass. 7 done, 65 to none.
All the fun you need this half term.
Take you through, we have Ian Ward and Simon Dahl.
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, you said it sounded good. Wardy, it sounded very good. Evan Lewis, he's a powerful player.
He's been mighty impressive so far. 23 deliveries for 51 and he's hit 4 sixes. He really has got the pace of this pitch. It looks to me from side on, or sort of like from deep sort of fine leg to the left hand. It's a little bit stoppy. Chris Gale has had his problems with the pace of Tamar Mills when it's been slammed into the surface. Not for Lewis. He's hit some powerful shots. He's hit some deft shots. That cut, late cut down to third man. But now the challenge. So it's a dry pitch. It's been prepared by Mick Hunt and his team for a long time for the test match. How much spin will Rashid Khan get? He was brilliant in the IPL, wasn't he? You were out there for a long time.
Yeah, had 2 bad games in the IPL. One of them against the Kings 11 Punjab. 2 in a row went for 50. And one of them against Chris Gale. I was thinking about this wide comes in first ball, but I was thinking which end he would prefer. Now he's gone with the end that will help the leg spinner turn more. He always turns his wrong end a lot anyway. So possibly the best option. That leggy, it's turning down leg, missing leg stump. I'll take a leg by. Nas, what have you got for us out there?
Well, I mean, it's the first time I've seen Rashid Khan live, and Luke Ronke, it's the first time he's spoken to me with a little bit of a warning. He didn't say anything with Tamal Mills at 90 mile an hour, but he just said, watch out for this lad. He's quick. The leggies look like googlies. The googlies look like leggies. Out of the first 2 deliveries, I've picked them both wrong. So he has got a seriously quick arm, and you have to watch that ball out of his hand. He's very quick. He is a Freedy-like.
Swung away over the top, over the head of Mitch McClenaghan. Into the grandstand for 6.
You can't pick the leggy, you can always sweep him, and Lewis has done that brilliantly. 56 from just 24 deliveries. It's the wrong and picks just outside leg stump, didn't matter, got enough of it. Playing a gem of a knock here. The pace of the game that we're always trying to bring viewers at home. TV doesn't really do the pace of international sport justice. And you're thinking Formula One, how fast they're going up Eau Rouge, how far golfers hit the ball, how fast downhill skiers go. So to get someone out there and us right on the boundary edge just gives us a little insight. Hopefully you a big insight at home.
This time, no timing.
So if you're the batsman, this is what you're trying to do with Rashid Khan. You're trying to pick him and play him. That's how quick it is, and you've got to try and read all the variations, the subtle differences in his action, in his wrist position, in the seam position, pick the line, pick the length, and you have a split second to make that decision and execute the shot.
Oh, big appeal, yes, right in front. His first up.
Just over 62 miles an hour, push through on a good length. Pitching in line, skidding on. Whoa, it's hit above the knee roll. But Rashid Khan has made the breakthrough. It's a wonderful innings from Evan Lewis, but he's gone for 58 from just 26 deliveries. Windies 75 for 1 after 7 overs and 5 balls. No DRS in this game, but you can see I think Evan Lewis was just wondering if he could send it upstairs. No such joy. 10 runs from the over, but the wicket.
So lost their first, the Windies. Andre Fletcher. You know, the power keeps coming. Was he too? Very powerful striker. Averaging the strike rate, don't do his.
Got a slip in place. Why wouldn't you? And a backstop, yeah. And in grey. The grey man. Leggy or wrong and first up?
Leggy first up. I picked that one. 8 overs gone, 75 for 1.
Lovely innings. Did it pitch in line? Yes. Was it straight? Yes. Was it going over the top? No. No reviews, none needed. Very good decision. So maybe Evan Lewis was just disappointed that he missed it. It's going to be a challenge, and he has gone for 10 in his first over. But he's a wicket taker. Anyway, what's key having a go at our shirts? I mean, what's that all about?
Yeah, the day I take dress advice from Rob Key is the day I stop wearing clothes. Nobody wants to see that. Got a little bit of information for Nas in Rashid Khan's next over. Something to look out for. So Malik back into the attack.
So it's a decent start for Windies. Largely down to Evan Lewis. So Gale has been out there since the start, 42 minutes ago, and he's faced 22 deliveries, only got 14. So Fletcher's going to just take a little time to get used to conditions. So this is perhaps where Gale needs to take full control.
Around the wicket. The right-handed Fletcher. I was talking about his power as well. He's got immense power. The stats don't do Andre Fletcher justice. Disappointing in his own right. To see Sandeep Lamichhane either.
Oh, we heard from him earlier. Lovely little interview that he did with Rob Key and Rashid Khan. Two great stories. 17 years of age, Nepalese and Afghan-born Rashid Khan. Single brings Gale onto strike. There is a long on, a long off, a man on the sweep, a deep cow corner, which I think could be an action. And we've got our man down there as well.
Struggled, hasn't he? Gale,
Just
23.
Yeah, just hasn't got going. I mean, 2 Mile Mills, as what Key was saying earlier, had him on toast a couple of years ago down at Hove. He bowled the speed of light with a gale, a howling gale up his backside running down the hill. Nice shot. I think Fletcher will be able to come back for 2 comfortably, and Gale drops up back to the strikers then. 81 for 1.
Tidy over though, 6 from it. Ray at Emirate in the middle there. Carlos Brathwaite, the skipper.
Andy Flower is in charge of this team. He's taken over temporary duties of Andrew Strauss as well because of his wife's problems. Mike Selvey is the match manager today. From Rashid Khan's first over, but the wicket of Lewis.
Straight, powerful. There's just a small dose of the power from Andre Fletcher.
Yeah, a little bit slower from Rashid Khan as well. That was just over 50 miles an hour. He's been up close to 64 miles an hour. He's hitting with the spin as well on that occasion. And he didn't try and overhit it. Strong lads. They're all strong lads. See the size of Dre Russ when he's in here. My goodness. Unlike us puny cricketers back in the day.
Hey! Nice. They're all dwarfed by Brathwaite. He is enormous. Leg spinner on that occasion. Gets that scrambled seam, so makes it difficult as well to pick, and the arm speed makes it difficult too. It's one little thing though, and I was going to get Nasser to jump in behind Luke Ronchi again, but you see a lot more of the ball 3 strides into Rashid Khan's delivery. 3rd stride, his right arm is down beside his thigh. You see a lot more of the ball for the leg spinner than you do for the wrong end.
Played in the best in the IPL. Who started to work him out? Did anyone try and work him out?
Chris Gale faced 18 deliveries from Rashid in the IPL, hit him for 48 in 18 deliveries. Probably the best.
Probably that one. On his interview, he said they were making the pitches flatter for him this year. Was he the second leading wicket taker or something in IPL?
Yeah, behind Andrew Tye, who was outstanding with the slower balls. It's one of the great innovations this year. I thought so many bowlers with the knuckleball just floating out. Andrew Tye was outstanding. Siddharth Kaul, who you'll see here on the Indian tour later this summer in England. Wrong end, picked by Fletcher. He's a keeper, so maybe has a bit of benefit with that. Halfway through, 10 gone, 87 for 1.
Australia Down presents
atmosphere here at Lord's for this hurricane relief game, and if you'd like to help out, you can donate by going to the website. That will tell you how to do it, skysports.tv/hurricane.
Oh, got him straight through. It was quicker. 56 mile an hour from Shoaib Malik, and straight through. Chris Gale's misery comes to an end.
Universe Boss didn't quite get going today, did he? Had his struggles against Tumar Mills and couldn't quite get the pace and the tennis ball bounce feeling of this pitch. And he's just been clean bowled by one, pushed through a little bit quicker from Shoaib Malik. 18 for the big man, 87 for 2.
Not yet, Lynchy. Marlon Samuels comes to the crease here to join Andre Fletcher. It'll be interesting to see what the word is between these two, whether there is a word or not.
Hi Nasser, how are you?
How are you going?
I'm good.
What's the role here? What are you going to do?
The role is to take me on, I know him. As usual.
Go well.
Okay.
They're best buddies. They're best buddies. You may not have heard this, Dooley, but on an interview a while ago, Marlon Samuels was saying that Nasser Hussain was his favourite cricketer of all time. I mean, dear, oh dear.
He must be the only one, Marlon.
Must be? What do you reckon? Has to be.
He's been the chief contributor for both World 2020 wins for the West Indies, Marlon Samuels. And one stage in the second T20 win for the West Indies, he was basically out of favour for a long time. Came out, just blitzed it. Both finals, man of the match, and both of the World T20 finals that the Windies have won. Just a sensational performer on the big stage when the chips are down a little bit.
Yeah, well, Carlos Brathwaite rightly got the headlines for the victory over England, Kolkata, but Marlon certainly played his part in that tournament. Can every now and again, though, get stuck and go nowhere, and West Indies can't have that now. Just wondered if they were tempted at the halfway point just to throw in a bit of a wild card. Throw in Dre Russ, see if he can take the long handle. I'll obviously see it differently.
Chris Gale just pushed through, wasn't it, from Shoaib Malik? It was Gale probably expected it to turn down the hill a little bit. Just skidded straight on between bat and pad. Just about to say about Dre Russ, you kind of know you've made it when you got your name on your shoes, don't you? And you've just got Dre Russ on your shoes. You kind of know you've made it.
Just looking at your rippers. Oh, basketball boots.
Goes this time. Has he got enough of it? I think he has. I think he has. Straight down to the pavilion.
Yeah, it's a long hit down towards the pavilion at Lord's. Not entirely convinced Marlon got all of it, but he got certainly enough of it. And that's what batsmen do nowadays. They can just stand there and whack it for 6, and they don't care there's a man down at long on, because if they get it, it'll be 6.
Mid-wicket this time. That is a long way back. 6 more.
Two excellent shots, one pretty straight and one that he just worked with the slope, worked with the spin, and again he didn't try and overhit it. Such is the confidence of the batsman now that they don't have to thrash at the ball, it's just a flick of the wrist.
Well, where's Nasser to walk into Shoaib Malik and say, yeah, you were right, his job is to take you on? Three dots in the over. Turn, slowed it up nicely to finish. 100 for 2.
Yeah, 11 gone. A wicket in the over, a wide, 3 dots and 2 sixes. And Marlon still's talking. Rammed next on the card, then Andre Russell. And captain Carlos Brathwaite. So we're going to have another leggy into the action. Rashid Khan has bowled a couple of overs. Captain's going to have a go.
Now the skipper, Shahid Afridi, 38 years of age. Average economy rate, E2 bowls. Very quick. Well, he used to. that looked a little tentative. He's hobbling away. He was having a look at his knee just before he started this spell. I thought he was just having a little run through. Then he let go of the ball. Oh, yes, yes, that's the beauty of bowling slow. Stand there, wait till they come to you, Shahid. They're on their way now as teammates. He strikes.
He knew exactly what he was doing, on 1.5-legged or not. Read the pace of the pitch beautifully. No, I think slower's going to work here. Give it a bit of air. Let's tempt the batsman, and Fletcher took the bait. Simple stumping for Luke Ronchi. We've seen that before from Shahid Afridi, that celebration. 100 for 3. 11 overs and 2 balls gone, and Fletcher's gone for 7.
Skipper into the attack. Just his second delivery. It's only 50 mile an hour as well, so really slow. Making Andre Fletcher create any pace.
That's Dinesh Ramdin. 62 matches in his international T20 career. Best against you blokes, Dooley. Back in 2014 at Wellington.
Around a long time, Dinesh Ramdin. Keeper batsman. Oh, did that hit pad first? He was interested. It was the wrong in.
Yeah, good delivery. Honing in on off stump as Ramdin looked to play off the back foot. Yeah, batch. He needed that as well.
Actually wasn't the wrong, and it just maybe skidded on. Yeah, look at it. Fletcher certainly turned though.
Just used to Afridi firing it in really quickly, and that was like a real slow, loopy leggy. That should have given that for the umpire, the third umpire. How does Marlon play it here? Had a go at Shoaib Malik downtown a couple of times in the last over.
Turn again, leading edge. Super over from Afridi. 101 for 3.
Really was a good over. When we saw him bowl the first delivery, we thought, oh dear, he's not fully fit. Brilliant delivery to get rid of Fletcher, and just a single. Here comes the youngster, Dooley.
There he is, young man, Sandeep Lamichhane, age 17, so he's 21 years younger than Shahid Afridi at the other end.
It's a great story, both for him and Rashid Khan, but it's a 17-year-old involved in this fixture, playing for the ICC World 11 against the reigning World T20 champions. Come on, youngster, start well.
Good start. There's not a lot of top-level international cricket played by Nepal, but one thing the Asian countries do in particular is play their 18, don't care, good enough, throw him in, give him an opportunity. He's got confidence, this young man.
Got a bit of drift too from that first delivery. Shane Warne's watching, he'll be saying that's because he's got revs on it, which is a good sign, another good sign.
He was good in the IPL. He only got the last 3 games when Delhi Daredevils finally woke up. Realised that Glenn Maxwell probably wasn't the best option. Gave Lamichhane an opportunity. There's the wrong in.
Good start. 2 nice leggies, a wrong in. Interesting also that his leggies, we'll see the wrong in here, nicely pitched on a good line of length. His leggies, the seam is more orthodox other than the scrambled nature of Rashid Khan.
Oh, he got that. Gee, that sounded good. That's over our head, isn't it?
Over the pod. It's hit something very hard behind us. I hope that's not too expensive, but that's the 3rd 6 for Marlon Samuels. Another wonderful strike down towards a pavilion end. I think he picked it. I think he picked it. It's a sweet strike.
Just the plastic chairs, nothing to be worried about. Courage from the youngster, though, floating it up.
I like that, Rashid Khan just going over and having a little word.
Fine. Jamal Mills, go on, son. Go on, lad. He got there. He got there, the big fella.
Yeah, but how many have they run? He bowls absolute thunderbolts, but not going to win the 100 metres. It was a good effort, though. Rope burn on the back, not nice.
Oh, he's like a back row rugby forward, isn't he? Like a 7 or a 6. 12 runs from Lamichhane's first over. 113 for 3.
He looks disappointed, but in fairness, he landed it. He showed his variations. It was a good shot from Marlon Samuels to take him downtown for 6. Afridi has shuffled the pack. 7 bowlers used. Afridi's figure so far up to 6 balls. Useful. Captain's going to continue from the nursery end. So they've seen he's going to bowl it slower. How do they adjust their tactics?
They're right-handers. They've got to look to extra cover, don't they? Round about over Nasser's head. Right where Nasser is, I think it's a good spot. Afridi's going to continue to bowl those slower leggies. Oh, advancing. He got the length. He was after Marlon Samuels. Dealing in 6s at the moment. That's his 4th. Has he caught it? I think he might have.
He's celebrating like he has. Slow leggy, and he just had to check himself there, Marlon Samuels. He did extremely well, because he could have got himself into a bit of a muddle and rushed things and tried to lose his shape and hack it across the line and muscle it. He didn't.
Looking at the surface though, and a bit of the slow nature of it, new ball's key, 170, 175. More than useful. Oh, quick, and a fine edge from Samuels. That'll race away for 4.
First time really that Freedy has tried to put anything onto it in terms of pace, and first time Marlon Samuels has had a thrash at one. In fact, it was like a seamer. Samuels, who's played some really nice shots with complete control, going a long way for 6, has just thrown its hands at that. Bit lucky off the outside edge.
Back-to-back good overs for the Windies. Freedy was very tidy, 1 for 1 off the first. Bowl that one again. Tidy up on the cover boundary. 6 overs remaining, 127 for 3. There, get your donations in. SkySports.tv/Hurricane. 6 overs to go. Time for a change. I was going to say up here, but down here, ground level in the pod. Ishigua and Mel Jones.
Thanks, Dooley. Yep, we've got rid of the floral shirt brigade. We've come in with the block colours. Ish, how good is this vibe down on the ground?
So close to the atmosphere. I obviously had to wear my heels today, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to see over the screens. But yeah, great to be able to see the action so close. And a couple over the top of this pod as well. I'm sure we'll receive an absolute barrage. Last 6 overs, 3 wickets down. And you've got the likes of Dre Russ, Carlos Bruffett, and some hard-hitting all-rounders coming in for the West Indies.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you think that Mitch McClenaghan's game plan will change from opening up today. He's coming in these later overs now. There's an opportunity here with a direct hit. The crowd were ready for it.
Rashid Khan, he's been in the action throughout the whole game. He would have been fine.
I think he's just giving him just a gentle reminder. I would have had you. You know what the reply would have been. Oh, you should have hit.
He's been an amazing story, Rashid Khan. Still very young and dominating on the world stage, whether it's playing international cricket or in franchise tournaments.
A little bit of length and just muscles it to the onside, and some good fielding. Tamal Mills saving 4. There's still an opportunity. Might even pop upstairs for this one. Sam Billings with some great support to Mills.
Yeah, an excellent bit of work. Taken upstairs. And I think, yeah, he's fine. As soon as those bails are removed, his bat is over the line.
We might just keep an eye on Tamal Mills, because I have a feeling he may have just tweaked his left quad in attempting to dive on this. We might throw over to Nas to see what he's got for the latest.
Yeah, you're right, Tamal. What's happened there, mate? Straight away you were waving at the dressing room.
Yeah, as I dived, I just felt something pop in my quad. So
you think it's gone?
Hopefully not. We'll find out. But
great bit of fielding, but that must frustrate you. You've had injury problems.
Yeah, my first proper game of the summer. I've been playing a little bit of minor counties and stuff. So hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah.
We're going to get some treatment.
Thanks for that insight there, Nasser Hussain. Wonderful opportunity to have him roving around the ground, literally on the ground. He's been absolutely everywhere today, Nas. Unfortunately for Tamal Mills, he's just coming off now, shaking his head. We knew straight away.
Yeah, he said he had a pop in his quad, and usually that's not good. His first big cricket of the summer. He's been with us in the commentary box with the domestic games. He's bowling good gas. Getting those slow balls out as well will be seriously disappointing.
That's Ben Brooks. He is now on the ground, looking very serious at the moment, but will be absolutely loving it. Lots of changes of pace here. Another opportunity. I love how Dinesh Ramden ran through and put the hand up to say, no, we won't go for the second on the overthrow. Marlon Samuels had no idea what was going on.
Incredible pick up and throw. Just the swivel and the silhouette from Rashid Khan. He's always in the game. Absolutely loves it out there, playing at the home of cricket as well.
Good over so far from McClenaghan. Short, skied. There is no one down there. That will race away, and a much-needed boundary in this over.
Well, he could take it on because of that vacant area down at fine leg. Not completely in control of it. But the fact that he was looking to go upwards means that he gets enough of it. It's been a good knock so far from Marlon Samuels.
Off the back foot on this occasion, finds the boundary rider. Yeah, it's 10 runs coming from it, 137 for 3.
From 19. Brilliant stuff from Samuels. Looked to go pretty much immediately. Gave himself a couple of balls, and then it was a 6 to the young leg spinner, Lamachane. Russell and Brathwaite to come. You know how big they can go.
So it's going to be Shahid Afridi once again from the JP Morgan Media Centre end. On the charge, decides to bail out of the big drive down the ground.
Full of life today is Shahid Afridi captaining the rest.
Lots of time, both for the hit and the catch. The man who has been in the action right throughout today, Rashid Khan, had the opportunity. Shahid Afridi's like, what do you mean you lost the ball?
Yeah, straight away. He drops it, Rashid Khan, and he points straight to the lights. Comes hard and flat. He gets into the right position. I think it's just at the last second he loses it.
First game here at Lord's for Rashid Khan. They wouldn't have had a lot of practice at the ground, particularly with the lights on. You could see straight away. Goes again, flat up, square up. Another boundary.
There's an absolute refusal from Nasser Hussain. How hard was that travelling?
Some pretty good footwork there from Nasser Hussain to get out of.
Lynchy.
Fuller on this occasion. Good comeback. Last couple of balls, Ramden is really up to the ante. Strike rate now of 133. He really needs to join the party here. On the charge, another adjustment of shot. It's a good delivery to finish with. There'll be 12 runs coming from that over. It's 149 for 3.
Yeah, good from Ramden in the end. Freedy changing up his length, changing up the speed of the ball, saw him coming. So 160 is par score on this ground. Going at 10s and oval, take them up to 189, the West Indies. Par score of 160, but two batters relatively set, and Dre Russ and Kars Brathwaite to come.
The big challenge now, though, is that this man is on, Rashid Khan.
Well, it's the perfect time for him to come on. Loves the challenge, loves batsmen coming at him.
Dinesh Ramden more than happy to stay back in his crease to Khan, try and see what he's got on delivery. See if it's the googly or the wrong, and potentially read it off the pitch, but he's got to be very, very careful as the 150 comes up.
He's read it pretty well so far, has Samuels.
There's some power off the back foot on that occasion, Marlon Samuels. He's edging closer to the half-century milestone, 43 from 21.
Phenomenal atmosphere here at the home of cricket. All for a good cause as well.
Sam Billings patrolling the mid-wicket boundary. Got 3 wicket-keeper batsmen in their team, the World 11. Sam Billings, Luke Ronke with the gloves on at the moment, Dinesh Karthik. Looks to go big. We're in the pod at the moment. We've got a good view of it. Pereira comfortably underneath it. It is a big wicket of Samuels.
Yeah, you could just hear it hit the toe of the bat, not able to get the power. I think he reads it. I think he reads the googly. Sets himself. And that is a brilliant catch. All played in good spirits here. And a brilliant knock from Marlon Samuels. 43 from 22 deliveries. It's 152 for 4.
The Master Blaster is in the house, and part of today's fundraising efforts will go towards his stadium, the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, and its rebuild. And speaking of rebuilding, we have to rebuild some of the fences here. The way Ramden is now starting to see the ball.
What a shot to finish the over, 158 for 4.
Sitting deep in his crease on this occasion. Beautiful part of that shot for Ramden. So he kept his balance even though he displayed that front leg open. Not trying to overhit it all. It was looking like a very good over there for the World 11. Well, we saw that the Master Blaster was in the house in Sir Vivian Richards. The Mark II is now out in the middle. Andre Russell. Strike rate, interesting, just under 130. When you think of him at the moment, you think so much bigger than that.
Well, this is going to be a brilliant battle. Andre Russell, Shahid Afridi.
There won't be pace, that's for sure. Not surprising that's given not out smiles all round. Played in such good spirits.
Adam, at the top of the game, Dre Russ came into the pod for a chat. Spoke about the fact that it's just nice to be in West Indies colours once again. 2 years since the last time.
There's another shout. A little bit of contemplation there, but yet again declined. A wealth of cricket smarts here. Shahid Afridi, he's not 100%. Still getting the ball in areas to ask good questions. Pace off once again. But Russell finally gets off the mark.
Using the slope as well. The leg spinners been using the gradient of the slope but going against it. Make sure they get their lines right.
Stuart Law and the West Indies, what do you think they'll be looking at target-wise?
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a brilliant over so far. Just one from it, one to come. Ramden needs a boundary here.
Well, Isha Gua, he must have heard you. Once again, they've finished the over with a 6. Back-to-back overs, finishing on 6s. 2 overs to go, 165 for 4.
Yeah, when the pressure's been on, he's been able to deliver. Dinesh Ramden smoked it away to the grandstand. How did Nasser see it?
Nasser's going to have a sore neck, I think, tomorrow. He's seen a lot sail right over his lid today. Rashid Khan coming in for the 19th over and his last. 2 for 24 of his 3 so far. Andre Russell faced 3 deliveries before he got off the mark with a single. Well, don't worry about dots or singles anymore because that has gone a country mile.
He is an entertainer. We love watching him bat. Andre Russell, what a strike. Yeah, the googly picks it down the slope as well. Lovely connection.
Let's find out where Nasser Hussain is. Did you get a good view of that, Nas?
Yeah, I did. I'm here with Shahid Afridi. Shahid, they gave you a guard of honour, your last international game. Are you emotional?
Oh, yeah, obviously. I think I want to thank ICC for that and MCC. I think it's a big honour for me. It's the last international game and in home of cricket. So obviously it's a memory which I can never forget.
No more comebacks?
No, that's it. You see my situation with the injury.
Did the body look like it was hurting?
No, from last 2, I'm in the ground after 2 months. After PSL, I didn't play any cricket. So this is my first day to hold the ball.
And you have to concentrate because Andre Russell's at the crease.
Yeah, I know. Thanks God my over is finished.
One more game, 100 T20 internationals as he sits on 99.
I love that. Thank God my overs are finished. Taking responsibility, the captain. What a brilliant player that he's been for cricket in general. He keeps making comebacks. Saw him score 100 to get his side to finals day. Hampshire opening the batting.
Got full toss and it got what it deserved. Big start to this second last over, 6-1-4.
You don't see that very often with Rashid Khan not landing it. freebie for Ramden to tuck into.
It's a rare sight. Not that. That's Sir Viv Richards.
Oh, I'd love to see him play 2020 cricket. Talked about Shahid Afridi being the Benjamin Button of cricket. Seems to get younger at the age of 38, but Viv Richards, he is looking good.
Yeah, I'd like to know his secret. Oh, straight down the ground. Dre Russ down on one knee. Straight into the pavilion.
Now the key for him is to go one better. Kieran Pollard hitting the roof here at Lord's. Can Dre Russ hit one out of the ground?
Slightly concerned whether or not a gentleman in the pavilion got hit on the head. Well, I hope that guy gets out the way, because this is back-to-back sixes. Huge, yeah, why not wink? It's the Chris Lynn wink. It's 189 for 4.
Yeah, he's hit this one even harder. Right out of the meat of the bat. The follow through. Where's that ended up? I think he might have been hit on the head. I don't think it was that ball. I think it might have been the one before, or was it that one? In any case, you've got to watch out when you're in the crowd. Nasser, where are you?
I'm right in the middle with a 2 not out batsman. Dinesh, is it just a case of hand it over to the big hits?
Give it to the big guy. He's going to do the rest.
And you're just going to try and hit every ball out of the ground?
Yeah, it's clear and sail. You know, everything has to go.
Everything has to go. Leg side towards that short boundary?
Well, straight everywhere. Open mind.
Come on, let's clear the glance.
He's in better form than me now, so...
You're not hitting it very well, are you?
Yeah, not really.
Go.
Not hitting it well. It's gone to the top tier of the pavilion. If he's hitting them well. What's the next postcode here, Ish? You're a local?
Yeah, I think he's heading on down to Hammersmith.
Right, Mitch McClenaghan from the media end. Deep in the crease goes Ramden, gets a big bit of it. It's going to clear third and race away.
Simon Doyle trying to field it on the boundary. Nearly fell out of the pod. Yeah, just the width on offer there. Too much when you've got a third man up. It's a free hit for the right-hander. Even if he doesn't time it.
Yeah, McClenaghan will know that Ramden will try and stay deep in his crease. So he needs number one to get his length right. Field is going to remain the same. Got 5 deliveries to work with here, the Windies. 7 shy of 200. Oh, goes wide. That is pressure. Ramden wants to get Dre Russ onto strike.
I'm sort of wondering about his plans here, Mitch McClenaghan. Whether it's a case of not wanting to telegraph it. He's got 3 men out in the deep on the leg side, 2 men back straight, and the deep cover now coming straighter. Change, because he wants to bowl outside the off stump, so that third man going back quite wide. He wants to hit that wide line.
And straight to the fielder. Chance if he hits. They've had their opportunities, the World 11. Yeah, it's a substitute right in the middle of the game at the moment. Who would have thought when he woke up this morning that he'd be out in the middle of Lord's playing for the World 11?
They've exceeded the past score here, have the West Indies, aiming for that 200+ mark.
It's Ben Brooks is the substitute. Just having a look at the conditions here as well. Stuart Law right of screen at the moment, looking reasonably happy with the way in which his charges have gone about things.
Yeah, you had a chat to him ahead of the toss. How relaxed was he about this game?
Exceptionally relaxed. He's certainly taken on the West Indies vibe. Just out of reach of the outstretched left hand of Mitch McClenaghan. They'll pick up another 2.
Yeah, good few deliveries here for Mitch McClenaghan. Often see him in franchise cricket opening up and bowling at the death. Mixes up the slower balls with the back of the length. I wonder if we'll see Yorker soon.
Yeah, wind just picking up as well here. That's a good result there from McClenaghan in the World 11. They'll be more than happy with 1s and 2s in this last over.
Well, it's been the way to go for the back end of this game, is to just bang it into the pitch and just get those cutters going.
Here we go. Andre Russell on strike, 21 from 19. It is the last delivery of the allotted 20 overs. Mitch McClenaghan steaming in. What can Dre Russ do? It's a good delivery. It's a short one. I don't think he was expecting it, and it's a good finish there for McClenaghan. 10 runs coming from the final over. The West Indies just 1 shy of 200.
Brilliant effort from Dinesh Ramdin. 44 from his 25. Russell entertained as well. So it's a flat 200 that's required by the rest of the World 11.
And that's the last time we'll get to see Shahid Afridi bowling ever again in international cricket. And boy, did he do well. Stands and applauds the crowd because they have been applauding him right throughout this wonderful international career. We may see him with bat in hand. He'll be hoping that he is not required.
Chris Gale and Evan Lewis at the top. Lewis was brilliant with his 58 from 26 deliveries. Marlon Samuels as well, 43 from 22. He got going pretty early into his innings as well. And Dinesh Ramdin finishing things off, 44. A brilliant knock from him. 199 on the board then for the Windies, and a very competitive total.
And for the bowlers, look at that. Tamal Mills, none for 13 off his 3, but unfortunately injured, left the field. Everyone else got quite a little bit of tap, mostly to Evan Lewis and Andre Russell. Rashid Khan picking up 2 for 48, and singles to Shoaib Malik and Shahid Afridi. Not too far to go. We'll be back here very, very shortly. The World 11 need 200 to win.
Welcome back to Lords, where the rest of the world will need 200 to beat Windies. And I'll get the thoughts of these three fine people in just a moment on their chances there. Tomorrow, of course, though, it's the second test starting between England and Pakistan at Headingley. There's going to be plenty going on the field for Joe Root and his team. There's plenty for us going on off the field as well.
5 to 8 year olds is the key period of getting kids active, involved and kind of knowing about the game of cricket.
There's a huge buzz around it. It's really nice to see women who've never picked up a cricket bat before giving cricket a go in an environment that's right for them.
And if we've got uncovered talent through these communities, we need to be finding it.
The South Asian population is banging on the doors. It's about time we open them.
I always think with disability it's what you make of it or make excuses for with it, and we've been brought up to just get involved.
It's very much a case of cricket first and be proud of your disability as well.
The opportunity for kids to play cricket's huge. Cricket's got no boundaries. All you need is a bat and a ball and away you go. Like to catch that, well, that's out the ground, we need another ball. Look, if we can influence a few kids to play the game that we love by coming down here and bowling a few balls and taking a few catches, that's what it's all about.
Yes, it's the participation test, and that starts tomorrow. Day one will be focusing on All-Stars cricket, which is a fantastic initiative, trying to get the real youngsters and their families and parents involved in their cricket. But we get underway with our coverage at 10 o'clock in the morning. Will Ben Stokes be fit to play? Will he be fit just to play as a batsman, or will he be fit full stop? Will Sam Curran make his test debut? We'll have some of the answers for you at 10 o'clock tomorrow on our cricket channel. Windies have batted first here in this Hurricane Relief game, and they've batted extremely well. Lewis was brilliant at the top of the order, making 58 from just 26 deliveries, 5 fours, 5 sixes, rammed in 44 not out. Marlon Samuels 43, some enormous sixes from Andre Russell, he was 21 not out, and Shahid Afridi has bowled his last delivery in international cricket. Looked completely fit, but he did bowl nicely, 1 for 34. World 11 will need 200 runs to win at exactly 10s and over. That will be a challenge, Mel.
It certainly will be, particularly because it is a team full of 8 different nations all coming together to try and put together a 200-run chase against a team that has been playing well. They've played in Pakistan, 3 T20s recently, and done pretty well there. So it will be a challenge, but one thoroughly looking forward to.
Wonderful little partnership at the end between Ramdin and Dre Russ. I mean, you were leaning out of there. I thought you were going to fall out, trying to see where it had hit. They were enormous.
Yeah, huge sixes. I mean, that's just the power of the man, isn't it? We've known that. We've seen it around the world many times. But what I did like, and one for the smaller fellas, was Evan Lewis and Dinesh Ramdin, 2 smallest men in that Windies side, top scorers. Just shows you that it's about timing as much as about big brute force and power. But they've got plenty of it. You see some of this hitting, and you know that's why they are such a good 2020 side. Why they've won 2 world championships, I think, Keezy. That's the thing for me. They've got power from 1 through to about 8.
Dolly, you've seen a lot of the IPL. I asked Mel when we were on commentary, how important, how valuable is Dre Russ and all that?
Oh, in any team, you want, complete cricketers. Bowls, fields like a dream, unbelievably quick across the ground and hits it 100 metres. Every team is searching for one of those. Every IPL franchise, every international side wants a Dre Russ in their team.
You mentioned the finesse, though, of batsmen. Did you see a bit more finesse coming back into IPL with certain batsmen in this latest edition, perhaps than the brute strength that was always at the forte or the front of the previous edition?
Yeah, I think we saw it in 2 different ways as well. Dre Russ's first knock against Chennai Super Kings, he got 80-odd in next to nothing time, but he took his time getting in. So he's finding another way of hitting big. But then we saw, Shubman Gill from the under-19 team, these classical style players also finding their way. Kane Williamson was just simply outstanding. Every time he can, KL Rahul, the list goes on.
And then you get the youngsters, Rishabh Pant. I mean, just basically swings himself out of his boots every time he wants to hit the ball. So you've got 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and I think we talked about it on commentary as well. They want to bring these young kids through. The Asian nations seem much more inclined to do it than any other nation in the world. At 18, 19, 20, you're in. We'll give you an opportunity.
Evan Lewis had a bit of power and a bit of finesse as well in that innings today, and it was an important one because Gale was struggling at the other end to start with.
We saw it, not Gale like he did, but last year it was often Evan Lewis that got off to the flyer, and that took the pressure off Chris Gale. Now, Chris Gale didn't find his rhythm today at all, but Evan Lewis, I just love the way he plays. In all those players that you spoke about, not necessarily the biggest blokes, it's like everyone else has just caught up a little bit. He has a lovely flow of the bat, good bat lift, which also helps. The times when you used to just not pick the bat up at all, now the batsman, everyone's picking the bat up high, getting the toe up to the sky. That allows them the power to just clear the rope, even if you're not massive.
And this combination also is with St Kitts and Nevis as well. So these guys have played together, understand that if one's not quite going well enough, that the other person at the other end can sort of make up time.
Well, I was on commentary when Marlon Samuels came out, and I made the stupid observation they might sort of send in Dre Russ or Carlos Brathwaite, and then he promptly hit 2 sixes. I thought Nass was going to cuddle him, actually. They're such big buddies, aren't they? But it's bizarre because sometimes you can watch Marlon in these games and he can sort of keep his foot on the hose, and then other times he does that.
He's got such great timing and power, Marlon Samuels, that you wonder at times why he doesn't play a little freer. And you do. You see him get bogged down every now and then. But we also talked about Wardy and the fact that he has won 2 Man of the Match awards in those 2 2020 World Cups that the Windies have won. And to me, that means he's a big-time player, a big-stage player.
Freedy's last bowl in international cricket. I think his body's ready. Did you get that impression when you were listening to him?
I just think he's played 99 T20 internationals. One more.
Do you not think he might have got a few more poles if he'd have bowled that little bit slower?
Well, it was interesting. I mean, you were saying that, weren't you? Because he used to rattle through him, and this was the start of the day. They gave him a guard of honour. He looked a little embarrassed, actually. He didn't want to walk through it. When I first saw him run up, I thought he's not going to get to the crease, and then he bowled that one. But you're right, because he's always just blitzed it through, hasn't he?
A little bit more spin, a bit more guard. Who knows? Not so much for test cricket, stuff like that, that pace might have been successful.
Well, we'll never know because that's his last bowl in international cricket, that's for sure. But it's going to be a challenge for the rest of the world. It is 200 runs at obviously 10 and over to try and win this hurricane relief game. Remember, it's a full T20 international, but a lot of funds are trying to be raised to help the people of the Caribbean recover after those 2 awful hurricanes of Irma and Maria. So if you want to help, go to skysports.tv/hurricane, and you can go there and help out by making a small donation. Tamim Iqbal, he can certainly put bat to ball. What's Carlos Brathwaite and his team got for us? Will the world champions defend this 199 for 4? Rob Key is with Simon Doyle.
We're going to see spin to start with. Tamim Iqbal. Luke Ronke is out in the middle with Tamim Iqbal. Samuel Badri, so used to bowling with this brand new ball. Don't expect it to turn too much. He bowls wicket to wicket, very skiddy, straight, doesn't get a lot of bounce. Iqbal will be better off looking to play him straight, maybe a little bit offside, rather than looking to turn him away with any little amount of turn into that onside. Luke Ronke's come off a very good Pakistan Super League in the UAE. Can't get it through. Key alongside me, 200, tall order.
Very, very tall order. Good side as well, this Windies team. I mean, there he is, Carlos Brathwaite. Badri, generally you see him in this role. Where is Pauline Fowler in his cardigan? He must be wandering around somewhere. Seen him, I think he's having a little bit of a break, our roving reporter. Hiding somewhere.
Look at that strike rate. Average just a little under 19, but a strike rate best of only 51 against the West Indies. That was for New Zealand. Played 4 internationals for Australia, where he moved across to New Zealand. Was born in New Zealand, of course, and Danny Burke. A lot of time in Perth. Close. Oh, no reviews. Clipping leg stump, Rob.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. That looked bang in front, really. That's exactly what Badri does. He bowls it quick, He bowls it straight, whether there's an inside nick. No, that looks more than clipping.
Well, we'll find out in a moment, but yeah, I would have thought could have easily put the finger up. Ronke gets away with it. You get a freebie in a game like this, don't you?
Can't be out first ball in any cricket, can you? I have my kids all the time.
You've got to hit him straight. You've got to look straight for Badri. He's got 33 wickets in the power play in international cricket. What about this? Would this have been... Oh, yeah. Oh, please. 34. Thanks very much. Every right to go up and plead and plead. Yes, what's that missing, sir?
What was that? That almost looked like the googly just slid across. Right, he'll count himself unlucky, Badri. First overdone, 3 for none.
Oh, terrific start. Ronke with a bit of good fortune. Rashid there. Dinesh Karthik, of course, left of screen. Wonderful IPL with the bat. 6 not outs for the Kolkata Knight Riders, 4 of those in winning chases.
He's a good captain as well. He just struck me as a very good captain for the KKR.
Yeah, absolutely. Captain this man, didn't he? Andre Russell. The Kolkata Knight Riders, he very good job of it. Of course, taking over from Gautam Gambhir, who moved to Delhi and then decided to opt out. Gambhir the captain, just Gambhir the batsman. Didn't have a great start to the tournament, so they opted out halfway through, but Andre Russell used to this role with the new ball. Get it through. Starts with a wide.
What pace was that? First up, we saw Mitchell McClenaghan actually look like he was just trotting in a bit, which you can understand. That's 89.4 straight away. Andre Russell looks like someone, a bit like Tamal Mills. He doesn't know any other way than bowling quick. There's a fella used to play for England, you probably played against him, David Lawrence, who used to bowl as fast as he could, whether it was a charity game or anything.
Awful memories of David Lawrence at the Basin Reserve in Wellington with his knee. Yeah.
What, during the World Cup, was it?
Yeah.
Both of them was carrying him off?
Yep. It was just prior to the World Cup, I think it was, at the Basin Reserve in a one-day game against New Zealand, and David Lawrence, and you could hear it around the Basin Reserve when he went and the knee went completely from underneath him. He just... Oh, it was the most awful thing I think I'd seen on a cricket field. Fully recovered. Such a big man. He looked more like a heavyweight, didn't he, than a cricketer, than a fast bowler.
He bowled with good pace as well. Had that sort of slow run up and then really flew in. Not so much Dre Russ. He's just pure rhythm. I think I can call him Dre Russ. It's Andre Russell.
Yeah, genuine athlete, isn't he? Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant, Evan Lewis. Oh, backfield, you name it. He is an athlete, Evan Lewis.
Well, biggest cheer of the day with that bit of work. That was excellent fielding. That was hit hard, gave himself a bit of room, did everything right, just didn't get it high enough. The pace of Russell, toe of the bat. He really threw everything at that, but he didn't get it over Lewis. Like a goalkeeper, he plucks that out of the air. Well, you don't often see that in charity games, that is for sure. You don't see that in many internationals at time. That is excellent. Ekbal goes for 2, 4 for 1.
All the fun you need.
World 11 have lost their first. Tamim Iqbal gone. the English contingent. Sam Billings to the crease. Good strike rate, average. It was a report card for school. Needs work.
Well, this doesn't need any work. Doesn't quite find the middle, and that's why, but it still went pretty hard. That is a brilliant piece of timing. The jump was perfect. It was going, didn't bust through his hands at all.
Just wonder if he got too far away from it. Tommy McBarley gave himself some room and ended up too far away from it. Couldn't find the middle of the bat.
That's the best thing to do as a bowler, though. As soon as you see the batsman go away or to the leg side, you throw it the opposite way he's moving.
Absolutely. Short, wraps him on the gloves. Oh, the last thing you need, isn't it? One of these games, you're captain of your county, jumped off the plane, went and played a game straight away. Sam Billings, I know it was rain affected, travelled last night, joined the team, plays today, travels first thing in the morning for a game tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Big game as well in the Royal London in the 50-over competition here in England. It was a very short and sharp tournament that. Can't afford too many slip-ups. Kent are on a bit of a roll. What you need, Andre Russell.
First year as captain as well, isn't it, for Sam Billings? So talked to him in India about that. He was certainly looking forward to coming back and taking on that role.
Yeah, did it well in his first game. Kent had an easy win. Marshaled the troops up. I think he's one of these captains who's going to come out with massive statements in interview. Already, he said it was the best fielding display he's ever seen. I mean, seriously.
Would have said it in a very posh accent, though. Oh, freebie. Freebie. That's what it's all about. Finish the over with a boundary. 2 overs gone, 8 for 1.
Why would you bowl a full stop, a full toss on leg stump, Dawn? Why do you bowlers do it? There's no point to that. Too short and then a full pill.
No, never bowled one. A few half volleys. Maybe not full tosses on leg. Oh, it's a freebie. He says, there you go, local lad, you can have one. Tell you what, I wouldn't have bowled too many if I could bowl 145. Reading the form for tomorrow, is he at Exeter? What's he doing there, Nasser Hussain?
We can't have people's names there. Let's know who it is.
Badri with a second. Should have had a wicket in his first. Ronke just faced one delivery. Oh, what about this time? Is he going to make up for it? He is. He is. That one looked like it might have been a little more leg side, but still just clipping perhaps, and Ronke goes.
Yeah, should have had him the time before. There's absolutely no doubt. Just does him for length, does him for pace, skids on. You've got to be so careful playing Badri, playing across the line. He's always going to skip off the surface, even though it's a slow pitch. Ronke couldn't get to grips with him in the 2 balls he faced. He goes for naught, 8 for 2.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't he, Samuel Badri? Wicket to wicket, we've talked about it. Skids it on, very hard to pull. Top of leg stump. She's got to look to play him straight.
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't really turn the ball a lot. It's just the top spin that he gets all the time. Nasser, what you got in your book? What is it you're looking at?
I've got a Kent man, Rob. I've got Sam Billings. Sam, you've lost a couple of early wickets. Do you stop going hard or you keep going hard in this power play?
Well, you have to obviously assess conditions. Both new batsmen have only faced three balls, so matter of giving yourself a bit of time now. I think if you lose 3 early wickets in most 2020 games, I think it's 80% you lose. So matter of trying to just get a partnership together, run it around a bit, and give yourself a chance. Really.
You're a well-travelled man, aren't you? IPL, then you're playing the other day, and you're playing tomorrow at Beckenham.
Yeah, exactly. All good fun, mate. All good fun.
Go well.
Thanks.
Dinesh Karthik. Oh, he has a real job to do, that is for sure. to start going, because the problem is it's a pretty decent pitch and they need to really get a move on.
Well, speaking of decent, one of the greatest of all time, come to join us in the pods. Sir Vivian Richards, evening to you, sir. How are you?
Hi, it's great to see you guys. Done a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit there. You guys been doing a great job, man, for the game itself and the excitement that you guys bring. Just getting a little bit of life. I love it. I love it.
Well, it's great to have you with us, I tell you, and great for this match as well, I must say. Obviously, going to the hurricane victims that hit the Caribbean so hard, and great to see you here, obviously, supporting this cause as well.
Well, what I think is most important than anything else last night, that was the start. We had the dinner. We had a great night, and to the guys who would have slept well enough to be here today, that's also important, you know, to be out there doing their stuff, and the support. You look and see the crowd here tonight, and I'm just moved really, because I was at home at the same time when we had all this hurricane stuff and the winds and the rains, but it's nice to see just a huge response from the British public. I'm very pleased and excited about that.
Such a great affinity, haven't they? So many great West Indian players, not only yourself, but so many through a huge... the West Indies and England as well.
Yeah, it's
What can Tisara Pereira do? 73 matches, 959 runs. Well, the rest of the world in dire trouble. 8 for 4. Andre Russell has just been too quick for Billings on this occasion. Late on that ball, high on the bat. Easy catch for Carlos Brathwaite, with just hearing as well, more problems. Not that he's going to make much of a difference, but Tamal Mills won't be able to bat, so effectively they're another man down. Who can get some runs? We need some runs, do we?
They've got to find something, don't they? Malik Tisara Pereira, he's got power, we know that, but there's no time to consolidate in this sort of contest either, Viv. You've just got to keep going.
Oh, man. What I think is also important, I guess maybe the rest of the world team must be sympathizers themselves, because they may be saying, okay, let us all sympathize with the causes. And because, to be fair, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. A little bit short off that off stump and paid the price. But it's just a great evening. And what I think is also important, after last night, I think everyone was worried about the forecast and whether or not we're going to have such a wonderful evening. Well, it's lasted. And we're just happy for that the weather remains the way it is at present.
Biv, of all the batsmen in the world at the moment, who excites you the most?
Man, I love Virat Kohli. I'm not going to lie about that. I said that when I'm in India as well, and that also gives me a little bit of I do get away with a lot of stuff over there as well. When you do say things like that, you don't have to buy dinner when the night comes.
You should not be buying dinner anywhere.
No, not at all, you know. You know, it's I love Virat Kohli, and funny enough about the stuff that went down with Steve Smith. I love Smithy. It's a pity what took place there, but I've got a lot of respect for that individual. And I would say to people as well too that okay, boys will be boys, and let them pay the price for being boyish, and let's move on.
Yeah, well said. Very, very well said. 4 off the last ball of the over as well for Tisara Pereira. 4 gone, 16 for 4. Short of a length. Just to give himself some room, Tisara Pereira. He's got big boy power.
I know that folks sometimes say about you should never ever say never. It's going to take it's going to take something very special for the rest of the world to come back here tonight. And if I was going to have a little flutter or two, who you guys would think you would put my money on?
Tell you what, I wouldn't play you in golf for money, and I'm not going to take you on tonight either, especially not in Antigua.
When that's one home course, it may not be the best course in the world, but I do know my way around that place.
You do know your way around it. Don't worry about that. Balls miraculously coming out of trees.
Every now and again, you have guys in strategic positions, making sure that if you do hit it in the wrong place, that it comes back.
Hey!
Well, Viv, I know you've come here to enjoy the night, support the cause as well, but a massive thank you to you for joining us here in the Sky Pod this evening, and enjoy the rest of the night, and I'm sure that everybody's grateful to see you here as well as support the cause. So thanks.
Well, I can only say this as well too. I just love the work you guys are doing. You know, there are folks, you know, who say that this game have no place in our category or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you something. This does give cricket life, in my opinion, and the stuff that you guys are doing behind the scene as well, the ladies as well, it just brought a new sort of a life, new clientele to what this game is all about. And let's hope it gets better. Well done again, guys.
Thank you very much. Outstanding. Enjoy the rest of your night. Cheers.
What a voice. How good was that?
He does not look like he has aged at all. Brilliant. And great support too of the cause. Sir Isaac Vivian Alexander Richards. What a player.
His reaction as well, though, to the wickets. He was absolutely loving it. So passionate about West Indies cricket. Oh, why wouldn't you? In this format in particular, they are an excellent team.
Well, they've just embraced it, haven't they? And I think it's the culture, it's the one time at the moment that the Windies, the West Indies seem to really gather round each other and embrace this format of the game. We've got some of the world's most expensive players when it comes to auctions or T20 top competitions around the world. They're outstanding. second down, does, to Sarah Pereira. Not as quick as he once was. 5 gone. 19 for 4.
Now, the power play so far has been dominated purely by the Windies. Talk about not losing wickets early, well, and trying to get as many as you can. Well, the ICC World XI have done it all wrong at the moment. Billing's gone, Malik 2 not out, Tammy McBell, he went early as well. Pereira and Malik have it all to do. Badri 2 for 4. Andre Russell's bowl with real pace as well. Electric to watch.
And they were good with the bat. 199 on what we all thought was a slightly sticky surface. That got a fair amount of water into it after the test match, which only lasted 3.5 days. Sorry, England. And Kesrick Williams into the attack. You would have seen it. You would have seen the notebook.
Is this the fella?
Yeah,
the one who signs you out when you're out?
This is the notebook man. You just want him. You want him to get a wicket.
See, that's because you're a bowler. He gives people a send-off, doesn't he? In the CPL, he gives you a send-off when he gets you out, and he signs you off into his imaginary book. And then there was a batsman who he got out in one of the first games, and then he smashed him in the next game. I don't think it was Evan Lewis. He then took him to the cleaners and smashed him everywhere. And every time he smashed him, he signed his bat every boundary.
I think it was Chadwick Walton. Chadwick Walton.
It's on YouTube. I've seen the footage of it. You can just see him he smashes him for like 70 runs.
And in the end, the funny thing that Chadwick Walton actually did, he'd run out of room, according to his imaginary book, he'd run out of room on the front of his bat, turned his bat over and started signing the back of his bat as well.
Want to see him do it though. You are right. Want to see if he's going to do it. If he's got the front to do it in this game.
Oh, timing. Lovely timing off the back foot from Shoaib Malik.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Just all the time in the world, onto the back foot, punches it through the field, who is up because they're doing so well. And the sweep is out. Well, just places that. Everyone up in the circle on the offside, just third man back.
Of course, Shoaib Malik's wife will possibly be at Wimbledon in a few weeks' time. I guess that starts. It's she was the world's #1 ranked doubles player not so long ago, Sania Mirza.
Making me dive into my tennis knowledge, which is very poor. I can remember McEnroe. And
you told me you were under 11 Kent champion.
I was. It's true. Lost to a bloke called Mike Wadder, who's a hacker, just used to get it back all the time, and I'd made lots of mistakes.
Go for the glory shot.
Oh, I think I was in tears. Used to go for the big forehand, couldn't hit a backhand to say, it's to slice backhand all the time.
Cut powerfully for 4.
Funny sort of move, just hangs leg side and it's just a fraction wide. It's short, sits up. Just watch how he sets up, just creates the room himself. It's a back foot, just in his setup. It just looks like he's set up for this shot. Doesn't matter, you can't bowl there. It's not the fielder's fault. Strange field. Deep backward point. Not often you see that. Well, yeah, that's better. Bring him round. Third man has come up, backward point, and then you have a deep cover.
Oh, just moving away down the slope, holding its line perhaps.
Yeah, that would have felt like it had gone a long way, because the angle that he's bowling round the wicket comes on. You think that's going to go to about middle and leg. That has gone a long way. That was a brilliant bit of bowling. Just far too good, really. Not many are going to hit that.
Fletcher. About the Windies as well, they always seem to have an abundance of wicket keepers who bat and bat very well. Andre Fletcher's a genuine wicket keeper as well.
I tell you what, they have a lot of power as well, don't they? Sometimes you watch the IPL, there's a few teams that have a number 6 or 7 that might be able to clear the rope a bit, and then they run into the bowlers. Not so much the Windies. They have so much power.
Look at that. Hey, that's what 100 test matches earns you. Bat, don't field. I'll be fine, thanks, says Chris Gale. 6 overs have been bowled. 30 for 4.
Yeah, living the dream, Chris Gale. Has a bat, doesn't bother fielding. That's what we all want to do. Power play. Well, it was all the Windies. That is an excellent catch from Evan Lewis off Andre Russell. Then Badri actually could have had Ronke the very first ball that he bowled. Wasn't to be. Then he got it the second time in the LBW. Then he did catch it for pace. Simple catch. Sam Billings done for pace as well by Andre Russell. Can do nothing but just a simple catch to Brathwaite. Then we had a little bit back from the World 11, the ICC World 11. Malik and Pereira have it all to do.
Two umpires out in the middle. Rob Bailey, Alex Wharf.
Where's Rigsby now? Heard much from Rigsby in the last 6 or 7. Oh, there he is on the end of the boundary.
Is it almost at long stop, isn't he? Just put your hand up. Are you at long stop or are you at really fine leg? Nas?
Just saw him there in your picture.
He wants to be about 10 or 12 paces back, doesn't he? Sitting down. That's where he belongs. Flash jacket on. Sitting on his own. Timed by Pereira. It's the one.
Nas, who's been quicker, Tamal Mills or Andre Russell from where you've been standing?
Easily Tamal Mills, Rob, by far. I mean, it's really disappointing he got injured, to be honest. I'm surprised that he's not been picked up worldwide and his T20 form has, you know, diminished, because he bowls serious wheels and it was a proper change-up in pace as well. Maybe people have just got used to him, and even just noticeably in that third over, they started teeing off against him, but I've not seen anything as quick as that. And the left arm angle, you know, I've not seen anything as quick as that for a long, long time.
Now, so I think at the right franchise, you've got to look at these guys that bowl with genuine gas. And they've got to go to the right franchises, don't they, where there's pace in the pitches as well. The slow-natured surfaces don't suit them.
Yeah, and also, I guess, Dooley, you think about injuries as well. If you sign up someone for and he has to be fully fit to bowl the pace he does.
We'd all get fit for $1 million, though. I've heard that Tamal Mills will not bat. So they have got not allowed to use cover. It's a full 2020 international, so he's not going to bat. Only need to get 9 wickets. Skipper Shahid Afridi.
They asked Nasser, he's been out. Get Nasser to bat.
I'll pay money to see that, actually, and I'd take his mic. And then, as we see a boundary 4, I think, I'd take Nasser's mic and I'd go and say to Andre Russell, Nass, thought you weren't bowling very quick.
What Pereira's done, he didn't move at all there. It's like that old game, that test match cricket game they used to just someone bowl and just stand dead still and you press a button and then the bat would just move. Whether he's struggling or move his feet at all.
Oh, he sets for that, doesn't he? Just short of the boundary, so picks up back-to-back fours to finish the 7th over. 41 for 4. Pereira in the last over. 41 for 4, time for a change in the pod, Mel Jones. Ian Ward.
Thank you, Simon Dorr. We've had a bit of a change in momentum. Not much, but this partnership of 33 from just 23 has at least stopped the rock. Sarah Pereira has managed to just counter-punch a little bit. Is it 5-4s? Now the captain is going to have a go. Carlos Brathwaite from the pavilion end. Enormous man. You stand next to him. I'm not the tallest, but just keep looking up. Comes at you from an enormous height. Might bowl well on this as well if it just sits in the pitch.
Yeah, really interested to see what he gets out of this pitch. He arrived with the Hobart Hurricanes a couple of seasons ago, and he got to Hobart so quickly that his kit wasn't with him. Hayley Matthews, another West Indian player with the women's team, was playing for the Hobart Hurricanes as well. She gave him her kit to play with.
Seriously?
True. It looked like a little rounder's bat in his hand.
Makes his own bats. Well, he doesn't. He's got a pod shaver in Barbados that makes his own tried bats. Has he borrowed Hayley's trousers in this one? Because they're not really matching his ankles and his shoes.
Look, they do get on very well together. I'm pretty sure that he will be at the West Indies in and around all the islands for the Women's World Cup coming up this November, supporting the West Indies women's team as they try and defend their title.
No DRS available in this game, so Shoaib Malik. LBW Brathwaite, 12.45 for 5. Nas?
Yeah, just news of the next batsman, actually. Shahid Afridi's coming out, but he's coming out with a partner. I think it's Sam Billings. Shahid had this knee injury about a month ago. He rang Mike Selby, who's managing the rest of the world side, saying he's absolutely desperate to play. His 4 overs and 20 overs in the field have taken its toll, and he's cleared it. Because this is an official ICC game, they are not allowed runners, but he has cleared it. They have cleared it with the opposition, and obviously in a game like this, the West Indies side have said absolutely fine. Sam Billings can be your runner. I don't think Shahid has much intentions of running much anyway.
And that says a lot about the man too, isn't it, that he wanted to play in this game. He's played at this ground so many times in big matches for Pakistan. He could have easily said, no, injured, can't do it, but he wanted to be here. He is here.
It says a lot about how many times runners are used now, because that was carnage when they went up there. The umpires were working out where the non-striker had to go. Players didn't know. Freedy's first ball. In nicely behind it. How's Boom Boom going to play here? He's got an absolute whippet running for him. So Thisara Pereira needs to watch out.
I think he's going to play as his nickname suggests.
Malik LBW wasn't sliding down. Was there any edge involved? Hawkeye saying it was umpire's call on height. Freedy's away, waving his arms around. Oh, there's a run out here, surely. We've got the man out there to commentate on run outs, though. Hussein's lurking. You be right in this, Nas.
I can hear you, Ward. The umpire has just said, can you help me with the run outs, because it's absolute chaos up here. I tell you. Freedy nearly went for a run there. The three of them now are having a chat. I'll probably stay out of it as far as having a chat with running between the wickets.
I think they forgot what to do.
I think we can tell that from all the goose steps that was going on between the single and the 3 rest of the world players out in the middle.
They did remove some cricket when they decided against runners. There's always a comedy run out somewhere along the lines. 3 blokes at one end, 2 blokes at one end, 1 bloke at square leg. Who does the calling?
All looking at each other as if to say, what are you doing here?
You ever batted with a runner? Do you remember it?
I do. Had a one-day international against New Zealand. Standing at square leg is Alex Blackwell. That was my runner, and we walked off together, not talking too much at all.
Comedy run out, excellent. Oh, he's a long way across. Flip leg side. Oh, and it's just gone over the head. Badri looks as if it was just going to fall in his lap.
Well, heart in mouth on a number of occasions here for all Shahid Afridi fans. Went across his crease to begin with. He needed to make contact because he could have been in strife if not. Whipped it off stump. Got a good bit of it, and then he looked up and went, Badri. No, it's okay. Cleared him. We're all good.
I'm not sure who was calling there. Reedy's now wondering where he's got to go to. Rob Bailey says, come here, mate. You're over with me. So Sam Billings will go to the non-striker's end.
Well, required run rate now edging up to 13 and over. Shahid Afridi will be like, it's okay, we've got that under control. We've got batting firepower to come. Pereira has got to start 22 from 15. It'll be something that I want to just keep in check here the rest of the world.
Problem is, of course, the wickets column 51 for 5, effectively 6, because 2 Mile Mills isn't going to bat. Good Yorker. Pereira looking just to give himself a wee bit of room and take it through the offside.
That is why this partnership is so key. Yes, you've got a man on one leg basically at the moment, but like his bowling, injured, still put the ball in good areas, asked a lot of questions.
quick outside edge. Williams is going to cut that off at third man. It's all or nothing again from Shahid Afridi as he wanders over to square leg.
He is not going to die wondering, that is for sure.
When does he ever?
I think that's why everyone's just thoroughly enjoyed watching him play over his international career. Plays with so much passion, exceptionally skillful play with bat and ball. Speaking of skillful,
.54 for 5. Well, it looks to me they've sorted out their man. Severe Richard talking to young Rashid Khan and Stuart Law, the coach. You two were like giggling schoolgirls when Viv Richards came through into this commentary box. Gua, phone straight out the modern way, not a an autograph or a pat on the back. Oh, selfie, selfie, selfie. Post on social media within 15 seconds. Goodness gracious me.
he just has an aura about him, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if he's chatting to players or to commentators. My mum is not a sports person whatsoever. I don't even know how I got involved in sport, but all of a sudden she'd bring me along to games, and then she'd be coming along to a few more games at the MCG, and I think he was the reason why.
He loved this place as a player for Somerset. Always used to say to the dressing room down in Taunton, get me back to Lords, take me to Lords. Just going to be the one. There's a thing in it was Wisden. It was a Wisden magazine the other day. They're talking about some of the great overseas players that have played county cricket, and of course when Sir Vivian played, he was there for the summer and many summers. So now you rattle off the names. Just down there, Joel Garner, Sir Vivian Richards, Courtney Walsh and Imran Khan and Waqar Yunus and Wasim Akram and Malcolm Marshall. This goes on. Cross to the offside and working leg side again is Afridi.
Typical Surrey fans were hoping that Virat Kohli was going to come out this summer as well and play a little bit of red ball cricket.
Yeah, that's been scuppered, I think. He was going to play championship cricket at Guildford, which is my neck of the woods, with the smallest first-class boundaries and the flattest pitch. I mean, who on earth would bowl at Virat Kohli there? And then at Scarborough, which is about the same. It's a shame he didn't come, but it's really great that he wanted to come and he was thinking of coming and there was a plan in place to come. It shows that the Indian captain wants to get ready for the test matches.
Yeah, his approach to leading this new Indian generation, you could say, has been outstanding. I think it started with the whole fitness campaign. He wanted the Indian team to be the fittest team going around. I think we can certainly see the benefits of that. And then preparation, and whether it's diet, nutrition, whether it's about getting yourself to different countries and playing in different conditions.
I was reading something in one of the papers from Chris Wokes, and he was talking about Virat's preparation for an IPL game, and it involves quite a strenuous with the power weights and that.
Yeah, without a doubt, but it's horses for courses at the same point in time. AB de Villiers, he'll hit maybe 5-6 balls and go, yep, I'm right. Virat Kohli will be in the nets for hours.
Well, it's gone high, but it sounded high on the bat, but he's got enough of it. Oh, that hit the stanchion hard. Look out in the crowd. First 6 of the run chase.
Almost halfway through these 20 overs and the first 6 has come up, and it's off the blade of Pereira. What more damage can he do? A couple of big overs. Can they get a sniff?
scream of no, and Billings gets back 63 for 5. 10 gone.
Estrella Damm presents La Vida Nuestra.
Do you know the only thing you can do when the anchors...
On in the run chase, 63 for 5. It's a big task that faced the World 11. It's been a great event here at the home of cricket. Floodlights blaring, the rain has stayed away, and if you want to help and donate to the Hurricane Relief, you can go to the website. That will show you how, skysports.tv/hurricane.
Fantastic day. We were there during the CPO, and just being within the region, you saw the devastation from afar, but just the effect it has on people as well. Not just if you've been taken from the island to another island, but just the way in which the community rallies around people, and they're certainly rallying right here today. A wonderful opportunity to give back to what West Indian cricket has given to all of us, right, throughout our careers.
It's amazing how the community comes together, and I haven't obviously lived through a hurricane, but I certainly arrived in Chennai a couple of years ago ahead of the test match after a big cyclone had gone through, and we'd heard all about the devastation. There was no electricity, yada yada yada. We got there like a day and a half afterwards, and you could see coming into land there's water everywhere, but the industry of the people, just chainsaws everywhere on the back of tuk-tuks and motorbikes, and they were clearing streets and getting everything sorted. It was amazing to watch.
Was that 2004?
No, 16. No. That was the last tour of England.
Well, we were there 2004 when the tsunami hit in Chennai, and same thing again.
Wow.
Played a one-day international 2 days later.
Oh, hit that. He's hit that. That sounded beautiful off the blade into the crowd.
Catching practice on offer here for the crowd at Lord's. Pereira, he's now hit his second six, just the second six for the rest of the world innings so far. You've set yourself, young man. Everything looked good.
Everything looked good until it nearly hit him in the chops. Straight through his hands.
Hit them a bit harder here than under 16s.
Gone again. Boy, he knows he's got this. He stands and admires it. There's no long off anyway. Two wonderful hits from Visara Pereira.
Hello, hello. What have we got here then? Visara Pereira saying, OK, we want to keep this manageable. Back-to-back sixes. He moves to 43 from 25.
He certainly put the pressure on Kesrick Williams. He's having a chat with his captain, and there's a change of field. Captain goes down to long off, third man in the circle. The way the batsman out sit deep in the crease, just get into that power position. And they're just not overhitting it. No one has thrashed at a ball really tonight that has gone for 6. It's just clean hitting from a balanced position.
Yeah, you probably hear that phrase, loading up, and they do it. The timing still has to be right. You don't want to get there too, but just right. So once you've set yourself, you can then just transfer that weight through, get a good piece of it, and you're picking up big boundaries.
Well bowled, Freedy edging leg side, and he saw him.
And that's probably a perfect example there, Shahid Afridi. Probably just going a fraction too early. Kesrick Williams picking up that cue, but in his approach to the wicket and having ample time to adjust and put the full wide one in. He's probably gone a little bit early because of the injury too. Needs a fraction more time just to settle himself.
as wide.
Yeah, close call. That's what Keswick Williams is thinking as well. Right idea though, once again, Afridi moving to leg. Look how early he was there. Little cutter. Just outside the goal.
Cool, just. And again, and another one. Yeah, Williams is not impressed with the decision. It's very tight. It is right out there, and Afridi's backing away.
And that's exactly what Keswick Williams is saying at the moment. He's like, hang on a minute. Afridi's moving to leg. It's almost identical to the delivery before. What's he going to do now?
Afridi's going to go across to offside and try and flip him. Followed him. Oh, now the problems with a runner. Good thing is Billings is like a whippet. 80 for 5.
Yeah, the issue here was that Chase Afridi's hand movement in terms of saying come through for the single also probably looked a little bit like a stop sign and saying no, don't run.
He really shouldn't be calling. It should be Billings and Pereira sorting out. But you know what Shahi's like. He's got to get involved.
That was the running game. Oh, is there a problem with the running?
No. It's just I'm in the firing line there at square leg, aren't I? So
is there a language problem? Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and a posh Englishman?
Not at all. Not at all.
Who's doing the calling?
Tisara. He's bigger than me as well, so I listen to.
Go well.
Pakistani, a Sri Lankan, a posh Englishman, and an oik from Chelmsford in that conversation. Ray Russell has bowled a couple of brisk overs already. 9 dots, 2 wickets, and 13 runs conceded.
Fantastic to have him back in international cricket. 2015, he just took the IPL apart, player of the series. Followed that form up in the Big Bash. One of the most sought-after T20 cricketers going around.
See why, can't he? My goodness. So what he's got is he's got a short, fine leg, a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, long off, long on, and a man on the point boundary. Is he going to go short to the Afridi? No, full, and gets driven down the ground. It won't carry. Didn't get hold of it. Did boom, boom. Nas?
Yeah, Wardy, you've picked up on something with Tisara Pereira. He is definitely way back in the crease, whereas Shahid Afridi is giving himself room leg side and offside, mainly leg side. Tisara Pereira, I'll try and show you with the camera here from square leg, especially against Andre Russell. He sits way back in the crease, almost like he's on the back foot, and that's why anything sort of off stump, he flays through that offside. He starts there, and then he's mainly look at him go all the way back, right in front of his stumps, and then he just tees off from that position. So what that means is a full delivery becomes a length ball. I'll try and show you that again. He gets into his position as the bowler is at the top of his run. Have a look at that again. He starts in a pretty orthodox position. Long way back. And that's nothing to do with the pace of Andre Russell. It is just making a full delivery into length ball. He's back again, way in his crease, length, and then good bowling from Russell. He's gone full, but it's still gone for 4. Excellent batting.
50 for Pereira, and he's brought it up with a beautiful extra cover drive. A slower ball from Andre Russell, which he picked, as Nasser was describing, deep in his crease. Waited. A whirly arm from Andre Russell, the off cutter, and he shredded it through the offside. Lovely shot.
Yeah, great cricket all round. A different style of action there from Andre Russell, trying to put Pereira off. He wasn't concerned about that. Focus on the ball, placement perfect.
Bounced him. And he's got a big bat. and he's a strong man, and it's flown off the thick edge down a fine leg, and that's given Gray Russ something to think about. He's gone for 11 in this over, 91 for 5.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy to get driven through the offside for 4 off a good delivery. A little bit of aggression now from the pace bowler, and he's got back-to-back boundaries now to deal with. And a player in Pereira who is on the charge.
Bowled. Right on the money with the Yorker.
And still not a bad result there for the rest of the world as well. It's the 5th delivery of the over. Pereira finds himself up the other end, so he's afraid he's got 1 to deal with. If he can get a boundary off this, then Pereira's going to be facing up for the first ball of the next.
Okay, so the field changes for Afridi. Only 1 man on the boundary on the leg side. So 2 men now. There's a change. So we've got a long on, deep mid-wicket. Oh, I've missed that, man. He was signing autographs for the kids. So I thought it was an odd field. But there are 3 protecting the boundary on the leg side. .92 for 5. 50 for Thisara Pereira. He's at 7 4s and 3 6s. He's nicely balanced at the crease, and he's a powerful striker. They tried to bowl length, and he's flashed it through the offside. They tried some short stuff, and he's managed to deal with that. Even when Andre Russell produced a really nice slower ball that was almost in the block hole, he managed to thread that through the offside. An innings that the World 11 desperately needed. It may not get across the line, but it's starting to give the run chase some degree of respectability.
Yeah, started with boundaries and 4s, and then once he got to his groove, started to go over the rope. That's the man. Pereira 55 from 30 deliveries. It is pretty much all down to him. Yes, he has Shahid Afridi up the other end, an injured captain. Sam Billings also out in the middle as a runner. Before you say anything, but special dispensation from the ICC to have a runner this evening.
Paul is just getting his field in the right spot. Brathwaite, the captain, is not now going to field on the boundary. He's coming to mid-off. So we've got a short third man, short fine leg, deep mid-wicket, cow corner, long on, long off, and a man on the cover boundary. Nicely bowled. I suppose one thing Pereira hasn't been asked to do anything different by the West Indies bowling as yet. He's just doing the same thing, which is, as Nasser described, sitting deep in his crease.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Carlos Brathwaite's going to need to have a good chat to his charges. He's with the ball in hand at the moment. It's Paul who's bowled well that first delivery. Showed some good pace across the ground as well. Restricted Pereira to the single, and that's probably the best result for the West Indies at the moment. Give Pereira the single off the first. See if they can get a couple of deliveries through Shahid Afridi.
Flipped, wristy, but not far enough. Good catch. Just had to check where he was, where the boundary was, what the flight of the ball was. Judged it nicely. It's the end of Boom Boom.
And the end of a brilliant international career as well. We've seen his last bowling spell and his who have finished injured out in the middle. But an opportunity for this wonderful crowd here to say, well, goodbye and thank you as well.
It's a wonderful reception. He waved on the way off from fielding. He's done the same after being dismissed for 11. Thank you, Shahid Afridi.
And that was a beautiful shot there too, because it's not just fans of Pakistan that are standing and applauding, it's fans from all around the world. He's taken many opposition attacks apart, got a lot of wickets against opposition, but at the end of the day, you have to appreciate the skill of that man.
First steps he takes out of bed tomorrow morning. I wonder how awkward they're going to be. Freedy goes. Rashid Khan is the new batsman. 30 matches in his career. Decent strike rate.
Very handy with the bat.
Yes.
See a replay here of the end of Shahid Afridi. Just didn't get enough of it. It was the full toss on leg. The amount of times in his career he has put that, dispatched it rows and rows back.
That six he hit, where was it? Johannesburg. It went onto the golf course. Goodness gracious me. Bolt, Paul keeping it full to Pereira.
Knowing him, it probably rolled across the green and into the hole as well. Wonderful knock for the Sunrisers in this IPL to get them into the final when they were really struggling. He got wickets, runs, catches, run-outs. He did it all, but it was a cameo knock. He'll move around the crease a little bit, opens up different areas of the ground. He loves the challenge.
Oh, might be some overthrows. Buzzers.
There'll be these kinds of opportunities for the West Indies. Oh, did they get the bat down time?
In other news, Hussain has just walked from his position on the field, which has taken months to set up, and he's demanded a coffee. He's just down tools.
Is he always this hard to work with?
Oh, what do you reckon?
To be fair, he has had the harder task today. We've just sort of been standing around in the pod.
Yeah, but don't tell him.
Okay. Got things under control at the moment, the Windies. Look how relaxed he looks. What is he, a white and one kind of guy? Extra shot?
He's anything as long as someone else pays for it or makes it. Shot. Launch that one back down the ground. 97 for 6. Rest of the world won the toss and they decided to bowl, and Windies batsman cashed in. Evan Lewis at the top of the order was excellent, making 58 with 5 sixes. Ramdin made 44 unbeaten. Marlon Samuels played well, and Andre Russell hit 2 enormous sixes back into the pavilion. Rashid Khan 2 for 48. One stage though 8 for 4 in the run chase. Sara Pereira has rather rescued it with 58 not out. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to get him across the line, but he's got them into a position where they haven't been humiliated.
It's been impressive, hasn't it? Yeah. 8 for 4. Got to get it the right way now that I'm over here in England, not 4 for 8. Now 97 for 6. As Brathwaite turns to Ashley Nurse. 9 matches to his name. Under 3 wickets. And you'd think another chance to pick up a few more here as well, because the rest of the world, well, they need to go at over 14.5.
Sorting out the offside field. It's a change of personnel, same fielding positions. There's an extra cover and a short third man, and it's going to be a different fielder. Dragged down, flipped away, straight to the man. Oh, puts it down. Fletcher out in the deep, couldn't hold on.
Off the bat, I think Andre Fletcher just misjudged things a little bit here. Just took him a while to get himself forward. He was just hanging back, trying to figure out the length of the delivery, and that's why at the end He had to put in the dive, and as soon as you're doing that, your hands are going at the ball. Hard to have soft hands, give with the ball when that's happening. So an opportunity for Nurse to pick up another wicket goes begging.
Another short delivery. This time Pereira's whacked it straight past extra cover. And Evan Lewis sticks out the size 10 and stops the boundary. I think the problem sometimes people out in the deep now, like Fletcher had with that catch, it was terrible delivery. You expect these guys to hit it so hard and hit it for 6, and when someone doesn't hit it well, it sort of becomes a bit of a surprise, and you have to adjust where you are. You're expecting it to be coming at you at such a rate of knots. Straight at extra. T20 international best for Pereira. The 60 not out from 35, Richard tells me. Well bowled. Nearly got through.
Yeah, it's not a bad delivery if you get it right to Pereira, because of that want for him to sit back. If you can hit that crease line, this is what can happen. But if you get it slightly wrong, well, it'll be the complete opposite. And you'll be fetching it from about 20 rows back.
To go in the 14th over. World 11 need 99 from just 37 deliveries. Economical 14th over. 101 for 6. To go, take you through the end of the game. Simon Gould, and Isha Gua. Got Maguz and Maduz mixed up there, Ish.
He does look a bit goaly tonight. 99 from 36 deliveries then for the World 11. Not unthinkable in T20 cricket these days, especially with a batsman set. Sarah Pereira's been brilliant. 61 from 36. It's going to be Williams back into the attack from the nursery end. Yeah, a change of angle coming around the wicket. Well, that's gone high, high up in the air. Who's underneath it? What a catch! That is a absolute beauty from Kesrick Williams.
Oh, get the notebook out for that. Where is it, Kesrick? He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Brilliant catch. He turned, and for a moment he thought, no one's going to get there. I've got to go myself. Took off, and that is absolutely outstanding. Brings to an end a very good innings, a fine innings. Difficult catches those. Done so well, Kesrick Williams, to get there and then to grab onto it. Good innings from Tessara Pereira. 61. He's out for it's 101 for 6. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely outstanding, Kesrick Williams. Good athlete, made very good ground. And maybe that's the last of the hopes. Don't want to be too derogatory to Mitch McLennigan. Maybe that's the last hope for World 11.
I'm surprised to hear a Kiwi putting down a Kiwi. Mitch McLennigan, strike rate of just under 100.
Go on, talk that up. Go on, Ish, talk that up.
Well, he's been used as a pinch hitter in the IPL, hasn't he?
4.6, strike rate of 93. Talk it up.
Yeah, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Brilliant from Williams, though, back into the attack, immediately gets a wicket. All-round performance from the West Indies 11. They've certainly entertained here at the home of cricket. Yeah, been a good knock from Thisara Pereira, not able to get hold of that one. Excellent catch, swirling around in the air. Fans are happy, they've enjoyed themselves this evening. It's right across, that's gone high as well. Has it gone all the way? Yes it has, Rashid Khan with a maximum.
Yeah, it was only a week ago Rashid Khan hit 34 off 10 deliveries in the IPL. You know he's got some power, he rates himself with the bat in hand. Sets himself, swings it away leg side, a little bit high, but more than enough on it.
That should be out. It is. It's given plumb in front of the stumps.
Good bowling. Good bowling from Kesrick Williams. He's picked up 2 in the over, and Rashid Khan was expecting another short one, but he's gone very full, wrapped him on the pads. Absolutely plumb in front.
Ball straight. No bust involved whatsoever. Rashid Khan for 9, 108 for 8.
Australia Down presents.
What a moment for the young man, Sandeep Lamachane, 17 years of age. He's featured in the IPL. Now he gets to play at the home of cricket. Probably not the circumstances he would have anticipated. And just a reminder, as he gets off the mark, that this is the last wicket for the rest of the world 11. Timal Mills pulled up with a quad injury in the first innings and will not be batting.
They've been outstanding, haven't they, the Windies tonight? Right from Evan Lewis. Chris Gale struggled to get going, but that opening partnership was decent. Evan Lewis with a quick fire 58, finished off by Randon and Samuels, and backed up right at the top. Badri with the ball and Andre Russell.
Nice little chip for Mitch McClenaghan. Just a couple more and he'll reach his average. What was your average?
I don't know. In what? It might have been double figures, I think. Yes, might have been double figures.
Yep, you're right. 12 and 14. I've just heard from Rich on Statsman. Inventive. Bit of improvisation for the big man. 112 for 8.
Just a reminder, this game is also for Hurricane Relief. To donate, please go to skysports.tv/hurricane. You can find all the details at the link below, how you can get involved. Chance for the rehabilitation of those badly affected areas in the Caribbean last September due to Hurricane Irma and Maria. Oh, this... Well, there was a bit of hesitation in the middle. They come through in the end.
Yeah, can happen. Can happen at the tail end. But Cindy Lamichane was keen on a look at Ashley Nurse. Brand new kit, isn't it? Look at it. New bat, new gloves. Oi!
I think that's runs. I think you got something on that.
Well, that's better. At least have a swing at it.
Get a chance to have a look at Andre Russell's kit this evening. He said he had to borrow some.
Sponsors, yeah, the sponsors came good in the end, I think, for him. He didn't bring his proper bats, he said.
Still smoked a few. Just like McFlanagan's trying to do. He's trying to hit it out of Greater London. Big swing and a miss from Big Mitch.
That's turned out of the footmarks and raced away for 4 buys.
Turning it too much, Ashley Nurse. Good assistance with the slope as well. Look at that ragging. Dry underneath this surface. This is the test match pitch. Bit of grass that was left on it just to help the pace through the wicket. Oh, and he's got hold of this one. Has he? Has he? Yes, he has.
Yeah, there you go, Mitch. Big fella. Swing it away leg side. Stayed still. Rather than try and give himself some room. Stayed in line, stayed still. Good swing of the bat.
T20 international best for Mitch McLennan. I think he heard you, Dooley. 124 for 8. So a useful blow from Mitch Lamichane. What has he got for this over? There's Rick Williams with his last. He's picked up 2 wickets. Where did it pitch? I think outside leg.
Well, more the point, what are you doing? Mitch McLennan, what are you doing? You just hit a lovely 6 over mid-wicket with a length ball and you've tried to do that.
It's all this by Indians teammates, isn't it? They're trying to teach him a few new tricks in the nets. Well bowled, slow ball and right in the block hole as well. Not able to get any room.
I've been impressed tonight with the crowd that have turned up. It hasn't been that good as far as the weather's concerned. Little hints of rain here and there, but they've turned out in good numbers in support of this match. Fantastic.
Up and over. I think this might split the fielders. No, it's a brilliant catch to finish up.
Ashley Nurse, outstanding. Oh, he's got good hands, got big hands. Has the right arm off spinner. He's charged in, he's taking control of this one. And that is a seriously good catch. I want to make sure that this is not a no ball from Kesrick Williams. He has a habit of it, I will tell you, and he's actually wandering back to his mark. Maybe he knows. Get a close look at this. Get it down, get it down. He's fine.
Yep, legitimate delivery. Foot is behind the line at the point of impact. So this will be the final wicket for the rest of the World 11. Timar Mills will not be coming out to bat. Injured himself in the first innings, so job well done for the West Indies 11, led by Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah, sliced it, didn't he, Mitch McClenaghan? This is brilliant from Ashley Nurse. Charged in from that cover point boundary. He would have seen, I think it was the skipper coming towards him, Carlos Brathwaite. Pouched it. And has brought to an end this Hurricane Relief T20 match. And the Windies have been dominant tonight. We'll be very grateful, I'm sure, to all of the international players for turning up, giving their time. Had a wonderful night last night, put on a good spectacle tonight, and finished things off with a comfortable win for the Windies. Quite fitting, I think, Isha.
Yeah, the complete performance. Firstly, 199 on the board, pretty much everyone getting themselves in, entertained with some fours and sixes, especially this man. And then a clinical performance with the ball as well. Took all their catches. And a wonderful moment. They will go around now and thank all the fans for turning out this evening. What has been a brilliant cause, raising funds for the devastation that was caused in the Caribbean in September. The rehabilitation of those cricket grounds that were affected, and a real pulling together of the cricket community. Those watching around the world, I'm sure, will be supporting. A comfortable win by 72 runs in the end. Of those islands affected in the Caribbean, part of a wider picture as well. It just offers a bit of perspective. The cricket is only a game, and those affected, 170,000 plus and 40,000 kids as well, that were affected by those hurricanes. They've all done it for that. Shahid Afridi captaining the rest of the World 11. And his final international game of cricket as well. It's a wonderful send-off for him. So, coming up here on Sky Sports, the Memorial Tournament for PGA Tour Day 1, now on Sky Sports Golf. And tomorrow, the participation test. Joe Root and the England boys looking to come back after their loss at Lord's against Pakistan. 10 a.m. to build up on Sky Sports Cricket. Sara Pereira with the top score of 61. Just couldn't keep it going throughout the innings. The wicket of Him and then Shahid Afridi as well, who you thought might have something for the crowd. Unfortunately, he went for 11, and the World 11 ended up being bowled out for 127. Kesrick Williams with 3 for Andre Russell, and Badri opened up 2 wickets apiece, which did a lot of damage up top. Paul and Brathwaite with 1. So the Windies win by 72 runs in the end. A brilliant performance, a clinical performance. We're going to have a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have Ian Ward with the captains.